Cek cek. Sup guys? Cek cek. Oke, selamat malam semua. Selamat datang di Watch Party. Serius. Watch Party Valorant Champions Paris Playoff. Oke teman-teman ya. Kita udah masuk ke playoff dimana kita bakal melihat pertarungan seru dari 8 tim terkuat di seluruh dunia teman-teman ya. Apakah pembukanya lagi Paperrex akan bermain lagi guys melawan G2. Apakah Paperrex bisa memberikan perlawanan yang luar biasa karena something dan yang lain masih panas guys. So welcome teman-teman semua, selamat malam. Sebelum kita watch party, kita lihat-lihat dulu guys apa yang bisa di review teman-teman ya. Kapan kota Bang Rio nanti malam setelah watch party ya? Oke? Oke, setelah watch party ya guys. Mini bagian apa bang di Paperrex bang? Kalau gue cuman bantu ini doang deh. But gue hari ini nggak pakai kostumnya Paperrex, tapi gue pakai Paperrex yang collab sama official target ya guys ya. Yang ini guys yang ada ini tuh Paperrex. Bajunya enak banget terus bro. Mana jersey-nya bang? Ini baju Paperrex juga guys. Cuma Paperrex yang collab guys ya, yang collab. KT. Kalian dukung siapa guys? Kalian dukung siapa guys? Kalau kalian dukung G2 gue tendang palanya ya. Tapi gue mau ngasih tau kalian buat ngecek sesuatu guys. Karena kalau kalian ke sini guys, ke wgaming.gg yang gue kasih di link di pin komen. Ini adalah fans clubnya Paperrex di website terbaru dan kalian bisa daftar teman-teman ya. Kalian akan mengoleksi badge-badge yang bisa kalian koleksi. Dan bisa tahu dapetnya dari mana gitu guys. Nah contohnya punya gue seperti ini guys, lihat guys. Ini punya gue guys. Riodjajabusiness bro. Oke kita lihat profile kita ya. Nih, ini punya gue guys. Teman-teman ya. Punya gue ini sudah mengumpulkan jersey dari paling pertama guys. Nah misalnya kalian punya badge, kalian punya jersey, kalian bisa scan, dapat badge-nya guys. Kayak gini guys, nih. Gue punya nih. W Gaming Member. Verified Owner of Paperrex 2021, 2022. 2021-2022 Purple Gino Jersey. Ya teman-teman ya. Ini adalah seragam pertama yang gue dapatkan saat gue join Paperrex guys. Ya. Lihat guys, tuh ada alamatnya. Ini cuma 0,2% fans yang punya ini guys ya. Dikit banget bro ya. Kalau yang baru-baru pasti udah banyak guys. Tuh 3%, 3%, 7%, buset. 4%, ya guys ya. Banyak guys, seragam-seragam tuh banyak banget guys udah punya guys. 1%, buh. No, 9%, 5% tuh guys, banyak guys. Nah, gue udah banyak guys badge ya guys. Kalau kalian misalnya join ini guys, join W Gaming Club yang di Paperrex punya teman-teman. Kalian buat ID, kalau kalian ketemu sesuatu kalian bisa scan guys. Scan, ntar di aplikasi ada scanner gitu guys. Nge-scan, dapat badge-nya nanti. Ini kayak ini ada loyalty card ya guys. Tuh, keren gak? W Gaming. Content creator guys, goddamn. Keren banget ya. Ini berapa sih mulainya guys? 3 menit lagi mulai guys. Ini gue masih di kota bro. Guys, saya tato baru guys, tato baru guys. Tato baru udah ada guys, tato baru gue bro. Kota malam ya. Setelah watch party ya, mungkin sekarang jam 8, 9, 10, 10-an guys kita ke kota, oke? Okay? Alright? Katanya jam 9.30 hari ini ada Ryuji guys ya. Apakah hari ini jam 9.30 bakal ada Ryuji bermain guys? Maksudnya ke kota guys, bukan bermain ya, ke kota ya. Escape from me, on the left, on the silence. Guys, itu pin komen gua. Tolong kalian cek guys. Buat kalian yang W Gaming, fans Paperrex jangan lupa buat sign up W Gaming Club. Kalian kumpulin badge-badge dengan nge-scan. Ya teman-teman ya. Soalnya bakal bisa jadi sombongan kalian kalau kalian punya badge banyak bro kayak gua bro. Guys. Ya bro. 50% punya ini bro. God damn. Lah, quit dulu ya. Tato baru gue ntar kita review ntar ya, tato baru guys. semenit lagi. Pede nggak bang? Pede bro. Harus pede teman-teman. Semoga kita bisa menang match pertama. Jadi kita udah masuk berapa besar guys? Ya minimal 6 besar lah ya. 4 besar lah ya. Ini mah grand final bang. Yang win udah fix juara bang. Emang iya guys? Are you sure about that? G2 menurut gue biasa aja deh bro sekarang bro. Lah kenapa yes bro? Paperrex berarti ya.
G2 who have won a trophy for Paperrex, who have both been incredibly dominant in their two respective regions and are also in great form.
Debut Gaming apaan bang? Ini jadi kayak membership itu guys. Kalau kalian mau tahu dia tuh kayak membership. Jadi Double Gaming Club itu guys, kalau kalian misalnya bikin ID teman-temannya kalian sign up, kalian bisa koleksi. Kalau kalian punya jersey Paperrex, kalian scan, kalian dapat badge-nya. Kalau ada event Paperrex, kalian datang dapat badge-nya. Kalian nonton event Paperrex, dapat badge-nya. Ketemu staff Paperrex, minta scan, dapat badge-nya teman-teman, kayak gitu guys ya nanti ya. Alright, kayak gini badge-nya banyak bro. It's a for me in the fall, in the silence. Ini kayak membership, tapi membershipnya enak gitu guys. Ada bisa sombong. Lihat dong W Gaming Club kalian. Udah berapa badge-nya? Banyak nih, banyak guys. Misalnya sampai bawah, berarti dia dari awal banget udah jadi fans besar bro.
5.
Jangan ngejinx bang, YouTube aja gak sih? Kayak berat gitu bro, kayak Lambretta gitu bro, champion.
Kalian semua, ini dia.
Nggak ada yang biasa ini. Alright. Gue tak join W Gaming Club lu bang. Thank you Rido, makasih Rido. Jangan lupa join guys, join yuk.
To get to playoffs at an event, it's not easy, and it shouldn't be easy. There should be big hurdles you have to face.
Oh shit.
All you have to climb over. For me, I've made it to the playoffs of every champions. Playoffs don't start when the bracket drops. They start when we walk in.
Anjir. TERUS juga lagi kuat banget ini bro, anjir.
사실상 이제 저희 다음 상대 팀들이 모두 정말 강력한 팀인데
sisa berdua kita anjir, DRX sama ini doang guys.
강력해야 저희가 좀 더 좋은 경기를 만들 수 있을 것 같습니다. 저는 현재 DRX를 상대로 만나고 싶지 않습니다.
When we started this tournament, it was 6 wins to lift the trophy. Now it's down to 4. To any team that we play, there's a number to me, a number we're gonna break through.
약간 경계를 할 만한 팀으로 생각을 할
안질 같아.
저희가 결코 약하지 않다는 것을 보여드리겠습니다.
Mana bro? Ini kok Jitu.
People hated me. People didn't believe in me.
Another chance for Jay. It's all over.
I won the trophy in front of all of them. Paperrex. We took that trophy away from them. We saw the tears and the sadness throughout them. But lifting up that trophy meant everything. If I was to win world champ 2 times, I would build a legacy for myself. I'll build a storyline around G2.
G2. Ketemu G2 di awal-awal udah berapa kali bang? Makanya ketemu G2 mulu awal-awal ya.
After all the second place and third place that we had, somehow in Toronto we did it.
Paperrex, the Masters Toronto champions.
We show the world that we can win, you know.
Ayo ngasih kereta bos. Kereta it's going up bro.
And we still hungry to win.
We've been through the worst of the worst in terms of feelings that a competitor can really have. And we've also been through some of the best feelings that a competitor can have.
And now the winners of America's Total for 2025.
I think it just makes us more resilient. For those who thought we wouldn't be here, keep doubting. Look where it got us.
Keep doubting.
Be ready. I don't think any of you know what we're gonna do next. W train is coming.
Anjing. Cucu. W apartment guys. Let's go something guys, Ilya guys, kita doakan guys ya. Ayo teman-teman kita berdoa teman-teman ya, let's go teman-teman ya. Kereta akan berlabuh kah guys? Apakah kereta akan terus berjalan menuju ke stasiun terakhir bro?
And here we go. You couldn't have asked for a better way to kick off play.
Ada mini bro.
Esports taking on.
Oh beneran mini udah masuk bro jadi asisten coach Jir.
Running back, not in a winner final, not in a lower final.
Ada mini gengs.
That's insane.
Oh my god, baru tahu gue sumpah ser, Korot.
At the veto, it's interesting to see G2 ban the bind away again. They did that in their last match, which means Corrode stays open.
Ada mini beneran bro, gue kira bercanda guys, itu udah masuk beneran bro.
To me, coming into today and coming into this map veto, it was Paperrex, pick your poison. It's either going to be a best or it's going to be Corrode. G2 spot the floor there. And the fact is, we have never seen Paperrex playing this Corrode. So the sky is the limit. We've seen so
Akhirnya main Corrode bro.
G2 are the only ones running the deco in a bunch of maps, Corrode being one of them. But I feel like every single team has their own interpretation.
Let's go, Jason.
I'm really curious.
Kamu tipu banget ini jangan lupa guys, klik di pin komen gua ada membership Paperrex namanya W Gaming Club, gratis joinnya. Tapi kalau kalian punya beberapa custom Paperrex, di scan aja guys. Seragam Paperrex kalian scan, kalian bisa dapat badge, bisa sombong ke member-member Paperrex yang lain teman-teman. Member-member W Gaming Club yang lain teman-teman. Soalnya kalau badge-nya banyak kalian berarti wih. Mini!
Similar all year, they run the solo Yoru with the Teo up against now the double duelist for Paperrex. But man, they just played against a very similar look from T1 in their previous game.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that they have to take a lot of learnings from that.
Gue baru lihat sumpah guys, semalam belum ada gak sih? Baru di link kah? I
love the fact that we had a break before this match. Because as I said, I expect the best out of this best of three. Coaches, we see that there is a huge binder that we've seen Josh using around, and I really, really hope that it has a way to beat Paperrex on this match.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
Baru bro.
I think it's for certain this is going to be.
Nih guys, kalau kalian mau lihat guys ya, W Gaming Club gua guys, nih lah guys. Tuh, banyak gak? Gila, jersey lengkap, badge banyak banget bro, lihat bro, god damn. Nih kalian join guys, makanya join guys biar bisa punya kayak gini. Ada apa-apa kalian bisa scan soalnya nanti guys.
The thing is that, at least in my head, it's Paperrex. They're going to play something that you probably do not expect, and the worst thing is that they're going to be good at it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Such an interesting match too, because now this is a game with expectations of finals, of tournament winning caliber.
Live lagi panas banget nih Live nih. Bang, aku mandi dulu bang, kabarin kalau Paperrex sudah win. Siap. Thank you ya. Hihi. Paperrex mini bang Cio. Iya makanya bro. God damn.
Sent them to the lower bracket, and they went home the next game. It's a very different time now, and looking at the agent select, there's no surprises. Paperrex back to the Raze Yoru, G2 back to their Teo comp.
Yeah, I want to see if we're going to see innovation from those two. I look at Trent and Jonah B from the attack and what they can explain, and from the defense, I would love to see some operator to me something.
Bang, pakai Indo aja bang, nggak pakai Anto Jamal. Ntar aja Inggris dulu aja.
It's another head-to-head that I really want to see this match.
G2 tends to be a lot better on their defense side, but for their attack, watch
masih pakai Tejo mereka Jir.
they have on pistol rounds, and once we get into the gun rounds, how they're playing around Leaf's lurks. I think the amount of value he can get on the lurk impacts the way Valen can call this map a huge amount. So if Paperrex are effective in flushing him, that's a big win condition on their defense.
But I was gonna say, if Paperrex can't flush him out, and you know they're gonna be.
Okay, let's go. Benefitnya apa aja bang? Nanti kalau misalnya ada benefit kalian udah punya badge banyak, bisa dapat diskon guys. Tapi kita berdoa dulu guys ya. Semoga hari ini Paperrex bisa memberikan pertandingan yang bagus buat kalian semua, dan semoga hari ini Paperrex bisa nggak tegang dan bisa memenangkan pertandingan melawan G2. Amin. Let's go, bro. Let's go, guys. Udah kayak pro finalnya bang, udah kayak grand final nggak sih, bro?
It's bound to be fantastic. It's destined to be fantastic, genuinely. We are hoping to see the very best brought out of either.
So many of these players have been directly.
Ayo guys, masa Pasifik sisa 2 doang Pasifik masalah nih, bro.
Stealing it away from Paperrex, and Paperrex being able to take a bunch that G2 were fighting over. Paperrex looked to fight over A Rubble at the start of this round, but they've been locked off.
And G2 are fast here, immediately going for that B plan, and Giacomo slipping through into the net.
Nggak aware gitu, bro.
Of the enemy team.
What a nice round here from G2 so far.
We're already seeing Util going to be used in spades on either side with that paranoia. Trying to flush out the remaining players. Paperrex trying to get themselves in, but this is ingrained positions. Look at this, flipping the map ever so slightly. Salvos off of the first tap.
Jorg is re-wrapping heaven.
Could be that backstab that's sorely needed. Paperrex are just wondering where the hell these players are lying in wait. G2 are coming out with order preparation right now. Wonderful look here for the pistol round, but they're not done just yet. But that's
ada lagi.
Salvos denies
Oh, 3
it
sekarang ya?
all. Time being burnt all the way down here. And that's a first opening pistol round going away at G2.
That was so fast from G2. You expect Paperrex to be the team making decisions quicker in this game, really. And they weren't at all on this pistol. Maybe
Just kali klik kanan tuh, bro.
The amount of prep that G2 put in, they knew exactly what they wanted to do right from barrier drop. But they were...
It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. Akhirnya kalah pisau mereka, guys.
Let's go. Easy pistol. Easy, man. It was. And now G2 have set themselves up quite nicely. Getting an outlaw into Giacomo's hands. Leaf really happy playing with that. They're so happy playing with the Stingers as well.
Certainly are. And this looks like a bit of a trap play potential there for it. Players are lying in wait. Flash triggered. Bit of a peek around the corner. Jing, something forsaken or collapse as well. Snap shut with the trap. Giacomo's going to try and at least even this one out. 3 players still alive here for G2.
How'd you get the spike back?
I'm going to try to go back into this one, of course, because the spike is out into the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, nice.
The question of how you get it back is the least of their concern, I think, right now for G2. Hurting bad. How the hell do you even get past this as well? Smokes on smokes. That's the sound cues. Giacomo hears it, scuttling in the sand, takes it with a no-scope, picks up the upgrade. Paperrex could still be deadly in this spot, though. Snakebite ricocheting back to try and pull them back out. What a face from them. And now, surely the cherry on top. Leaf just dropped down to that 30 HP. He's got to do it now with just that. Outlaw missing the first shot.
Nice.
Anticipating the reswing. 35 seconds left.
I think this is the only gun that Leaf could have a chance with.
It's an awkward engagement, but he's got to be so damn sharp. Magnetic onto their heads, picks up the rifle.
Nice!
It's all Paperrex.
How have they done that? How on earth have they done that?
Dapat phantom, bro. Dapat phantom, bro.
From Paperrex with 1 ghost and 4 classics. Obviously, the trap play is really nice. You've got the vice.
Flashnya bagus banget, Jason, jir.
You'd expect G2 to have some people ready for it. They had a few people behind Mount, but all of those players.
Flashnya Jason, bro.
From Forsaken.
Kita dapat koleksi kayak gitu gimana, bang? Nah, kamu kalau misalnya punya baju nanti tuker, punya baju tuker gitu, guys. Itu koleksi itu batch tuh setiap ada event kalian akan dapat. Setiap kalian konekin ke ini ke Instagram ini kalian dapat.
We're so excited for this matchup, I think, is because it does have that stylistic twist to it, those differences. A question of can G2 keep up with the pace that Paperrex will throw at you? Can you keep up with the trap plays, the raw mechanical skill? But they have so much trust in their aim that they can just pull off some ridiculous stuff like we just watched.
And Paperrex are so happy to challenge you on unexpected timings.
Yeah, for sure.
And take risks, right? It's all about those calculated risks. Risks that become a lot less risky when you have players as good as Paperrex does. Don't be doing the stuff that they're up to in your ranked games, because you don't got it like that.
You're not them.
No, you are not him.
It's quite poetic as well that we open up on Lotus here last 2 times. The last time
Nggak mungkin rotate ya.
2 teams faced off. Lotus was the finisher. Paperrex got the win against G2 at Toronto. Should be a pretty
ngapain si Jing sih?
No problems, but
What the fuck?
Hold on. Yeah, rifles have been
Ngapain si Jing, bro?
Wrapping around from the side is something.
Wah, ngetro anjing dapat senjata musuhnya, bro.
It's a backstab that must be the insurance policy playing off now for them as well. That Prowler not quite broken in time. Something now finally activating, getting involved towards it. A smoke in the face. Pacman cleaned up. It's up to Leaf now in that 1v2. Knows the rough position. Something's just holding it. Shorty in hand though. Not enough. The shots to buy saves the day.
Ngapain sih? Jing aneh banget, ngapain ngedot? Aduh anjir cot. Tak tahu lagi lah, pusing gua cot. Tiba-tiba dia lompat ke tengah-tengah gitu bro.
That's the only weapon, though, that Paperrex are going to be able to carry through. They've actually upgraded it to a Phantom. So one rifle, they're going to carry through into the next. There are going to be a lot of chaotic moments like this, because that's the way that Paperrex play. And thriving in the chaos, and keeping your guns out a lot of the time as well, is one of the
anjir, cok.
They're actually not even going for a bonus here.
Sama-sama STX 1 nih, bro.
Forsaken, Divide, all forcing up. So they could have played this as like a delayed bonus round in round 4, and instead...
Itulah kenapa Alex marah-marah terus, Bang. Emang iya, gengs. Emang iya, gengs. Emang iya, gengs.
Bit of presence shown early here by Paperrex. Just the boombot. Slow going, though, for G2. You can expect this from most of their rounds. Especially on the attack. They want to wait out that gate crash timing for something, knowing that he's going to be posted up. Thrown over the top. Doesn't get broken. That's no TP exit. Jorgen was forward the dimensional drift. An attempt and a chance potentially to punish. Picking out the available util. It's going to be deaded off though, so the Thorn's going to be delaying any sort of backup. Jorgen does have side control for now.
Gila cok, kontrol C masuk banget.
Theory there to push Forsaken away because he's normally so difficult to deal with. And Paperrex, they don't like playing set retakes, but this time forced to.
Spike planted.
Grouped up.
They are looking for a lurker. Something is hanging around for quite a while with this operator, looking towards front B, wondering where Leaf is. Leaf's just watching the flank.
Yeah, now forced to play the retake into this one. We've already adapted Paranoia. Satchel forward. Jing, though, is going to be near side.
Oh, the double TP!
He's close, double TP! Into the back lines! It's dealt with instantly, and that's Valin is hungry for it. Carnage onto the site.
Aduh anjir, aneh banget retake-nya bro.
Something wants nothing to do with it.
Really well played post plant there from G2, because I love what Forsaken was cooking in the midst of all of that. We've seen some bonkers TP plays. I'm thinking about Mako.
It's very Mako-esque, isn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
But also, of course, Forsaken or even Jing, whoever's playing the Omen for Paperrex is going to be pulling out plays like that as well. But not quite getting the value out of it that Forsaken was looking for. He was just hoping that the rest of his team could provide a distraction. Instead, it's G2's smoke player. There's a head-to-head to keep an eye on as well. Valin versus Forsaken. A great collection onto Jing early on.
Gak ada smoke, katanya cok, ada smoke enak banget tuh.
Yo, Forsaken, you probably think I'm talking shit right now, but I love your skincare routine. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sums up this series, really.
Everyone loves everyone, man.
Yeah, there's no real skin in the game.
Sengit gini, bro.
And like G2 versus T1. These are just two competitors, two sides that really do respect each other.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, they're both incredible
teams. Nice.
Not finished yet, are they? Listen, damage is being done on either side here. Something still with that operator saved into the next. He evens it out, 4v4.
That's the only gun that they have available, though. Not that it stopped Paperrex from winning in round 2. They were doing that with just classics in hand.
Jorgamo. Very aggro position that he's going to be finding himself in. Could be donating a rifle if he's unlucky in the process.
Absolutely. On an anti-eco, you don't normally take these kind of risks.
Doesn't have a gate crash down.
He's got a clone.
Pretty dangerous. Oh, that gamer timing's bloody hell. That's a lot of damage done. Jing barely alive there. Something trying to at least punish from the sides.
Nice!
Lights him up. Makes the Sheriff sing with shots like that, and these pistols could still do that.
Nice!
Real damage. Real quick work. Leads it down to Jorgamo in that 1v2. 1v2!
Aduh!
Damage finally pays off. Red Bull clutch for Jorg. High octane action is what you came for, and you're gonna bloody get it.
Elah, bro.
Paperrex will sometimes hit some remarkable shots. That double kill from Divide with the Sheriff in hand shows you that in every one of these rounds, even when the weaponry's light, G2 are gonna get pushed to the brink. But Jorg is up to it this time. The clone play as well stopped him from getting punished earlier on by something.
Aduh, masih penuh lagi darahnya.
Just catches the timing there to win the 1v2 towards the end.
Tipis guys.
Has picked up Something's operator, saved from the previous round, and is the player looking towards this push. Missed a shot on a Jing that was flying past him. That would have been an incredible one to land.
A tremendous amount of util though over towards A Rubble, so G2, they get the call, they get the read, so they're like, okay, we're going to speed up over towards C. The wall's going to be stopping them, and the drone. Something with a reposition. This could cook.
There's also an opportunity here to slow things down a little, and Something's going to look for that information. Sees 3 players out here.
Spotting the whole team now.
To be honest, I don't think there's much you can do off the back of this. It's just for pure information. which will make some kind of flood retake slightly weaker, but with the showstopper and the steel garden, Paperrex are still in a really nice spot to stop any of G2's planting attempts.
Poking and prodding on either side, isn't there, with that util.
Tadi nerf nih orang ya. Something lagi gila banget sih, bro.
Well, and also look how decent this holdover towards a rubble is for Paperrex. They have two players posted up over here. One is the Raze with ult, so you are being driven into the B or C sites right now.
It's going to be going into C. Door opens up. Sight lines are there, but 30 seconds remaining. Jorgamo might be gearing up for a bit of a fight there. Stun still. It's going to be hitting towards the back, and shot
nice
still
thing.
distracted for a second. It's traded out evenly by Jing Devi. Still at the back, and heads are turned away from him. He combines the might. Him and Patman really doing a damage.
Nice.
But Forsaken, the IGL, inserts himself into the conversation.
Of course he does. The Omen ultimate allowing Forsaken to get there as quickly as possible. He was the guy posted up with Jing, covering over towards rubble. Jing comes in to reinforce B, and Forsaken apparates over to the other side of the map as well. One of the biggest strengths of this Paperrex team on the defense side, how mobile they are.
Let's go. Itu dia.
They've got an idea of where they are on the map, and then suddenly they pop up completely in the other direction. Something's gone for a judge in this round. Holding up towards front B, you'd expect him to tuck behind the box. He's actually getting in front of it a little.
Horn catches, you know, there's no way. There's no way you're going for this.
He's a nutcase. He's a nutcase. Again, this is an anti-eco round, one where probably you don't want to be taking too many risks.
Nah, B ini dapat nih.
But something pushed up forwards.
Yeah.
Patman to bait.
If you're not diligent clearing that, you're going to be surprised.
Now, Forsaken's used one of his teleports to get into this position. And his comp doesn't have a Viper wall to help him escape.
No, so good luck getting out.
He's quite committed. He takes the opportunity with the attacker's Viper wall to get out of there. He's not as crazy as we thought.
He's going back in.
He's gone
back in, mate.
Okay, hold on.
Go back to words. He's going back in. He's going to clean him up.
Cok, gampang banget sih Jason keculiknya dah.
In the big picture, if we can get a bit more ground going,
Ke A pas itu, ke A itu.
to occur over towards A.
And that's a gun down.
Aduh, dia keluar lagi, Cok. Padahal nahan dulu ya.
Is always going to be going for the extra little bit. This time punished for it. Don't know why I ever believed he was backing off.
No.
This tap of the door and the fact that Forsaken's gone, pulling players defensively towards A as the hit on C comes through. Devi forced to give up space.
Yeah, Nightfall and Valentold as well clears out most of the site there. Leaf loses the fight out to Patman. Cleaned up that straggler. Devi still here. Hanging around into the sidelines. He's going to get that first connection. A bit of running, gunning though is ordered up here by G2.
Apaan sih?
Why not pull out the sidearm?
Bingung banget, Cok.
Getting that job done. Finishing up here. It's 2v3. The Nightfall committed. This looks winnable for Paperrex. They want to send it forwards.
Ya elah.
It's gone against the Stingers and against the Rifles. Patman's left to do it all now. And a lot of damage being done in the process. Spraying them potentially down to a killable range.
Kena drifting atuh anjing.
51 health to get it done. High-low setup, G2 trying to play it with that discipline, with that diligence. Being disjointed, being picked apart. Time is running away from it right now. That wasn't a rifle he picked up, just a judge. Patman's going to get it done now. 9 bullets and time running short. Trent from on high.
Kayak bingung banget, Cok, lihat-lihatnya. Kenapa nih?
G2 not finished. Neither team wants to really give up even an advantage here.
This round, Forsaken's death is massively important. Even though Leaf whips a little bit on the lurk over towards A, it just pulled all of the
Kayak bingung banget tuh, Cok, anjir tuh. Satunya nggak megang ini, satunya nggak ngeliat.
I love the idea of Valen calling like a quasi-fake in this round, and also making sure that they always have post-plant aggression, right? Look how deep they're fighting in some of these rounds. Even when you think back to the pistol, it's a great theory to bring into the game against Paperrex.
I don't want to count Paperrex out when they got ults in their hands. Few weakened weaponry, but a rifle into the hands that do count.
The economy's been
Dia
going
pasti
back and
kecil, kalau nggak ke B
forth.
udah pasti, Cok.
I feel like we've barely seen a rifle round with both teams having full equipment.
It's not been a standard game, that's for sure.
The clone's getting a lot of value, by the way. Paperrex needs to start shooting that before it gets rid of Devi's wall. On C, on B, Jorg has been able to bait those out fairly easily.
Big group up though by G2, looking to send it flying forwards here. Onto the C site. There's no util used. Push them back, so no one is home.
Nice.
But Leaf dropped down. That was it. The mid lurk cleaned up, and that's a rifle as well. They can hand over to the opposition. Still very much winnable. Information gathered. Something going to be playing for his life in this spot. Paperrex still have a chance to get back in. Especially with Jing's showstopper. Door's going to be open up from behind. Steel Garden as well. Just putting the squeeze now onto these G2 players.
Nice.
Get the corral and cower into the corner. Put a nade at your back and a gun forwards. Jing, watchful eye on every single extremity. Weapons finally back in action, but again, Jorgamo's got too much to do.
Kayak gini menang, Cok. Aneh banget ini sih. Tiba-tiba menang, bro.
That's a flawless, and it's a thrifty. Like, again, the team with no weaponry is coming in here and getting the win. Second round in a row as well that Leaf has been punished on a lurk. It's fine to take those kind of risks, but man, Paperrex, if they're shooting, you need to make sure that you're shooting back. Jing came in here on a warpath, didn't he? He hasn't even used the showstopper.
No, he didn't need to use it.
I mean, Alex and Minnie are just laughing about this because
Tuh dia ketawa, Cok. Kayak gitu menang, guys. Tadi kayak aneh, guys, menangnya, tau gak lu?
But they're winning the ones where they don't.
Mate, at this point, the game's out of their domain.
It's topsy-turvy, isn't it?
It's in the hands of the
Dapat
players.
lurk, tapi kayak...
Well, G2 have got the lower buy this time, so they're going to win. And also, especially if Leaf can actually get in a position to put down his Viper's Pit, they've got a great chance of it.
Yeah. Big mound push, but you're seeing instant rotations. Paperrex trying to follow the noise and the sound cues. They want to get involved into the fight as early as possible.
A fake into a B hit here would be such a nice call from Valen. Prowler goes out front B right now and does detect Leaf, so they might start reinforcing B, and Jing's ultimate could be a great one to stop the pivot through coming in. I think for sure the idea there.
Iya, sekarang jadi Mini, bro. Mini baru join, kayak baru join deh, guys.
Now that Leaf's been detected, gonna have to adjust.
And G2 just going into a straight up honest A hit. Again, they don't have the guns and just spotting out the barriers to body. That flash and a peek, Divide! Oh my, Divide! What a flash! The reactions and sharp shooting is across the board right now.
Jing lagi panas, bro.
Paperrex firing on all cylinders.
And stabilizing their economy as well. Starting to get up to a really tidy amount of money in the bank. Leaf, final player, executed with a bullet to the back of the head. Devi's so entertaining to watch on Lotus. I know that the whole team is, let's be real. We've got a treat here to open playoffs, but the way that Devi flashes like this and swings out, he contests this stairs space so often on defense.
Gila tuh flashnya bagus banget, Jir.
He knows they're on an eco. Could be handing over a gun. If he ends up missing, it's pure confidence in the aim.
It's very confident, yeah. And he's very opportunistic. He takes good timings, actually. He's got a real sense for the game of when his opponents are not going to be expecting him. Of course, there's always risk inherent in the way that Paperrex plays on the defense.
Sure.
They're just good enough to be able to, for it not to matter a lot of the time.
This game is really...
Nah gini kan enak banget, gue jujur nggak tahu korotnya mereka ya guys ya. Korotnya mereka aman gak ya guys? Gue jujurnya agak takut sih korot mereka guys.
It just feels like you can't keep up sometimes as well. You're watching decisions being made, lightning fast, way past your comprehension of what you're usually used to playing.
Well, here's the funny thing too. When you look at the last time that these two teams met, we talked about it a bit. It was Toronto and it was Paperrex coming out with a 2-0 win. And Paperrex's form, amazing. Won the tournament, everything looking great. You dial back the clock a little and look at more historic matchups. G2 usually had the edge in this match because they were the team that slowed the pace down and Paperrex just ended up feeding into them. The problem right now with playing slowly into Paperrex is they are so good currently.
Gila, Jason bottom frag bro, tuh men. Tuh guys, Jason bottom frag bro.
So heavy, the form is so good. Good luck playing slow against them. It's really, really tough. I mean, you've seen that with Fnatic, for example.
This year's certainly been the evolution of Paperrex as a team. TP forward into the one-way. That is spam into that. No, expecting the play.
They are really ready for that. It's a flash into a haunt play, but Joe goes down anyway.
Opening the door will force them to concede a bit of space up, but Paperrex is going to be happy with the early pick.
Jorgamo's ultimate would have been the thing to win this round. Probably one of the tools that Josh RT was talking about.
Oh, if you go back into Jing here, you're going to be in trouble. Drone needs to be broken. Needs to be broken, and it is. He has that showstopper close quarters. Chooses to activate it now. Plays a scurrying against the back wall.
Down.
Gonna P, an attempt to answer that back straight away. Stun's going to be ricocheting, but a smoke in your face. It's a blockade that's put up in front of G2.
It's really annoying and thinking about the fact that that drone can take away your ult at any time, but when it's used like that to flush out a corner and it's broken, just opens the door for Paperrex's raise.
Free game.
And this round, I can't imagine it going the way of G2 now. In a 3v4.
A lot will have to go right here, but Devi is already making sure that any sort of hurdles
Yeah.
or obstacles are dealt with necessarily at that. Still G2 finding their mark. It's brought it into a 2v2.
This could be the opening.
To Nightfall. Scatters forwards, only the one tag. They don't know where something is there, but it's all covered as well. Hell of an awareness, and the Seas connects.
Ya elah, throwing banget, Cok.
Armageddon. My God, the slightest of angles to play out of. It's alive for now, but he's got to do it now with just 34 bullets left. And the
Apaan sih, bro?
It's electric stuff from the professor.
Gak jelas banget satu-satu ke picknya, Jing. Lihat, Cok, lawak-lawak, Cok. Menang-kalah mulu, Jing.
And there's an example of keeping guns out and punishing Paperrex when they choose to take these opportunities. Here's Jing taking things into a 5v3, but it's these two kills here. Jing and something contesting this B plant. Nice! Because they don't hit their shots, because G2 are ready for them.
Gini terus, Cok, penyakitnya, bro.
And G2 draw things level again. And now they've got a chance of using this Yoru ult.
A big fight taken. Half of the course so far for Paperrex. They'd love to be inserting, taking that rubber control early. G2 though, they speed it up again.
C-nya udah pasti diambil, bro. Pinter dia.
A bit of that util, seeing where the thorns are. There's still a wall in your face, but Jorgamo's got all that space for free. Salvas in a one-way deep CT control. Name of the game already called for. What a snap to the head. Straight his way, that door's going to be opening up. This is Paperrex trying to apply that pressure, but Jonah P covering the angles. And he cracks some weaknesses, but his back is currently open towards it. Something lurking up and around the pit. Gonna let them try and get involved and get back.
Ya elah, nembak apa, Cok? Men, Cok. Halo.
And the pit now insurmountable is what it feels like in a 2v4, especially with the operator in something's hand. They already give it up.
Yeah, you don't even have two rifles to be spamming in there and hoping that you get a kill on somebody.
Ya Allah,
Pemain needed to win
Cok.
that fight. Prowler into the face of, was it Jorg or Valiant? I can't even remember at this point, but
Jorg and CT.
Yeah, pushed up deep into spawn. I mean, if you're not going to be winning that duel when he's having to
Yeah,
contest a Prowler, then you don't have too much avenue back into the round. I think these set-piece rounds on attack side have looked the best for G2. In terms of one team getting clean advantages over the other, the prep difference is here for G2. If you think back to the pistol, if you're looking at that round as well, there's been another couple...
Throwingnya banyak banget, Cok. Kalau misalnya udah beneran...
These are moments where G2 are able to get advantages over and above Paperrex. And I think big credit to the coaching staff for recognizing these kind of...
Nembak apa, Cok? Ada kena, Cok, dia nembak.
Oh, spawn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is.
One more round left to be played in this half. I mean, it has just been rapid, beginning to end.
They're going into Forsaken this time. Oh no, not even. Worried a little bit there about the way that Forsaken was playing towards Mound. G2 give it up.
Oh my God, man!
He's so good.
Something ke pengcarry handal namanya, bro.
He never will.
Something at this point in the year?
No.
Not happening.
It's not happening. No, he's really bringing it. In that head-to-head, this Jorg and something are heating up. 12 kills for Jorgum, I believe 11 for something at this point. Ult even popped off as well, getting a bit of extra information, but a TP back again. It's just something heavy prior to get mid-round information for his team. And
Ya elah, tengah-tengah dia ya.
just fade away. It's an open silent, an open fight. Devi's going to be gone. Back to the spectator seats, 4v4, something consistency there with the operator. Jorgum wants to try and take the fight straight to him, but again, Paperrex, they're just fighting at every single side. It's never an easy fight. Pestering them from every single angle.
Jason.
Paperrex are all over the place right now. With every fight going their way, it leaves it to Jorgen at 1v3. But it's looking inevitable. It's looking like an evened up half, 6-6. Can we have it any other way?
What a brilliant way of opening playoffs. And what a gorgeous adjustment towards the end.
Sama tuh, bro.
Forsaken flanking out through Mound. And Ultimate comes out from something giving them all of the info as to where G2 were ending. So even though they got an opportunity to go into A, hit by a fade ult, flanked, you got no hope, good chance. Paperrex tie things up at the half.
Absolutely too.
And what a promise of an incredible second half here on Lotus.
It's already delivering. Two best teams in their respective regions really clashing hard. We're going to get a bit of a breather now as well. I'm going to send it down to the floor. Lewis standing by with some very special guests.
Un visage familier, le cousin d'Alex m'a rejoint, Titouan PaperX. Alex cousin just joined me for an interview. Bonjour Alex, welcome. Bonjour Titouan, welcome of course to Paris. And the first question I wanted to ask you is, you've been following your cousins, you know, esports career for a while now. So my first question is he a better player or a better coach? Est-ce que tu trouves du coup que ton cousin est un meilleur joueur ou plutôt un meilleur coach?
Je pense qu'il est allé plus loin en tant que coach qu'en tant que joueur. Et puis, quand on connaît son niveau sur Valorant en jeu, il est bien derrière l'écran de coach.
Derrière ses joueurs, effectivement. So yeah, I think his career has been brighter as a coach than as a player, of course. And I think, yeah, his players are just too good for him to catch back. And the second question I wanted to ask you is, even though Alex spent his whole life in Singapore, he still has that French blood in him, right? So, you know, what is the most
nanti kota nggak kota, guys.
Behavior? Donc pour toi, c'est quoi le trait le plus français de ton cousin Alex?
Je pense que ça peut se voir à la caméra, quand le plan il passe sur lui. Il peut être vocal, il sait se plaindre de ses joueurs. Et puis aussi, je pense qu'il aime bien manger.
He likes the French food, of course. He likes eating, and of course we can see it on camera. He's pretty nervous sometimes, you know. He gets also very vocal, so I think that's a pretty good presentation of your cousin. And now let's see if that French buff can carry Paperrex on this map of Lotus. See you.
See you.
Listen, any advantage that either of these teams can get, I think they're going to be taken at this point because they are neck and neck.
Yum. Sambil kerja guys.
Really just being occurring on either side here. 6-6 between these two teams. Anyone's game. And let's take a look at the Coinbase Econ report. Honestly, a lot to delve into here, but why not? Let's take a look at Devi. He's been a real impactful player, to be honest. A lot of his rounds off the back of him. Individual plays that he was making.
Yeah, for sure. And also trying to take out the players who are at the front of the pack, I think, here for G2. You see, those are the people he's doing the most damage to.
Kok gak tambah sih? Makasih deh nih. Apa bajunya kebuka sebelah, Bang? Kebuka sebelah apa? Kebuka sebelah apaan, guys?
And so, you're looking at people towards something. Jing. Forsaken even. The big three who are going to be entering and fighting on the attack side, trying to get into good positions. And a team that was doing quite poorly when it came to pistol rounds across stage 2, but winning anyway. And now at this event, yeah, kind of crushing. And it looks like there's going to be an enormous scrap towards B.
It's all gearing up, isn't it? Skirmish chord 4, why not? It's going to get bloody, and it's brawly at that. G2 though, the ones winning it out so far. Feed entirely filled up in there.
Apa lagi, bro?
Piece, 4 leave.
Did you blink? Did you go away to get a snack during the halftime? You missed it.
You probably did. Yeah.
I mean, that is another pistol perfectly predicted. Round 1, G2's coaching staff bring them up a pistol that finds the gap in B perfectly. Round 13, they predict Paperrex going for pretty much the same thing and destroy them. If they lose this map now after winning double pistol, I mean, you can't blame Josh.
But also, did the first one count? I mean, Paperrex.
Pistol, bro, 2 kali, bro.
They might do it again, Brent.
They might do it again.
They've got the exact same buy, pretty much. 4 classics, and then Jing with a Sheriff instead of a Ghost.
It's relentless here. Look at this, already straight through the smokes, and you see Jorgamo taking that first point of contact. Already catching on to something as well. He was trying to TP his way all the way in, watching for it with a frenzy.
Ya ampun.
That kind of range.
Tiba-tiba begini, bro, ini pistolnya, bro.
Okay. Why not?
He's been getting tips from Jorg.
I've seen it all now.
I mean, they're good with the stingers, but the frenzy's not been in the meta too much recently.
This
but
works different on LAN, apparently.
Yeah. Well, a cleaner follow-up there from G2. So now, they're the ones with a little bit of opportunity to run away with this one. Jing.
Justru nggak nyala lagi kah?
Eco swing round is going to pick up a judge here. They might be able to read into this because he had a Sheriff in the previous round, but where's he going to take it?
Flash forward's going to be broken. Jorgamo, he's not messing around. That's 2 shots to the chest.
Apa sih?
Done.
Superstar player from Paperrex. People looking at him as maybe the best player in the world right now. He's not going to get a chance in this round. Paperrex really need a win here.
Already losing 1 player early. Never ideal.
Drone comes out and reclears over towards Rubble. Just looking for a lurker that might be in this kind of spot. Valen not receiving reinforcements just yet, but now Jorgamo hits his gate crash, and G2 start to reinforce over towards C and B.
What in that one, Jonah P? No way is he winning that one. Stinger in hand against the rifle.
very fraudulent America's moment.
Yeah, and even picks up the upgrade as well while he's at it.
Wah, nggak jelas banget, Cok.
Direction, I think, to get the gun back for Jing, but there is another one dropped down, courtesy of Devi. So
I think Jonah spotted 2 there out of the 3 players. And Leaf's position on B is so difficult to clear. This corner just gets mega value every time.
Tucked up deep here. We're going to see the double satchel play. Jing's forwards. Skip past this one. Silence going to be spotted! And the bodies just line up for him. Jing! It's 2 eviscerated in a blink of an eye, and a forward approach now into that PE site. Heaven angle. It's not really contended, and it's not really smoked off here. I mean, stunned with a ricochet, trying to peek this one forward again with the fights to be taken. G2!
Apaan sih, guys? Sumpah, guys. Bingung, guys. Nggak dicek, guys. Atasnya itu nggak dicek, bro.
Paperrex's book. Pressure in the plant there just as it was going down. That stun from Trent is immaculate, isn't it? Lands onto the player defending the planter. And they
Aduh, pusing guys, anjir kalah skala ini, bro.
Paperrex really covering it as well. I mean, listen, I can't fault them. My mouth's barely keeping up with the gameplay itself, so listen. Well, the fact that they're still playing towards it.
Yeah, well, that's what I think has been most evident from this match, is that G2 actually look like the faster team.
Yeah.
If you had to, average out all of the rounds and decisions being made, normally Paperrex are head and shoulders above everyone. There are almost no teams that play quicker than Paperrex does. And that doesn't mean speed to get the plant down or they always run fast rounds, but they just make a lot of decisions per moment of the match. And here G2 are preempting what they're doing and managing to stay 1 step ahead. And they've got an opportunity to start
gengs, masa kalah, gengs?
Winning the pistol round and a bonus.
Kalah momentum lagi, bro.
This is a tactical timeout coming out here from Paperrex. I am interested to see how much Mini's talking in these kind of moments. Seems like at the moment he's just staying quiet, let the big boss Alex give most of the feedback to the team. It is cool seeing Mini there in person. I believe it's the first time he's traveled with the team. He's been doing remote work for them at previous events, but maybe it's going to be a curse bringing him on site. I mean, you won the tournament last time by leaving him at home, so...
Yeah, definitely would hope not. 3-round difference, though, between these 2 teams, but at the pace that is being played at, it could steadily, quite quickly, get away from you, I think. So that's why we're calling for the pause. Paperrex, tactical intervention.
Very early in the half.
Yeah.
And maybe just addressing the speed, the style that G2 are playing. It's possible that Paperrex were expecting G2 to play more set retakes. Slightly slower look.
Over the top. Quite broken, so that's going to be a big reveal onto at least 2.
Masih 10 ini, bro.
Spotted, jump spot as well. Reveals a handle leaf that he's working with that outlaw. A lot of full armor buys as well on the side of Paperrex. Very aware of the way that G2 like to play and now getting a bit of a move on. That herd and pack mentality. Laying claim to most of the A site, chewing it up here. G2 just leaving it vacated. Again, the jump spots.
They're trying to bait a shot. So
very aware.
Trying to bait a shot so that Jing can go up.
Whoa! Just barely a head poking up towards the top. But doesn't even matter at a point like that. Still just trying to pick them apart from the sides. It's a gun picked up all along the way. And just running and gunning, spraying away. Jorgamo deals with Devi. All up to Forsaken now. Salvo at your feet. There's nowhere to really stand.
Jason bau banget, Cok. Ada kena tembakannya, guys.
G2 do look great here. In terms of the prep that they've come in with, the way that they're playing off each other, the harassment of Paperrex as they come into the site.
Planted.
Even Valen's position, willing to take that risk and dip down into pit in an anti-eco and gets rewarded for it.
Wah, Jason miss semua, Cok, tembakannya, Cok.
Gets the kill, turns the head, allows the player that killed him to be traded. That's Jing, who got up to a showstopper.
Jarang banget Jason bottom frag, bro. Ini nggak menyala gini, guys, tiba-tiba, guys.
Pretty similar, though opposite, to their clash in Toronto, where things were.
Ini kalau kalah udah selesai sih.
And then it felt like G2 ran out of stamina. I love this exact.
Yeah, we're seeing it. Double satchel over the top.
Kena ding tapi cuma segitu, Cok. Aneh banget.
In the air, so it becomes a cover for Jing as he double blast packs up, and then he can take the fight afterwards.
TP into the backside of A. Paperrex always coming out with the cool ideas. Forward to get the angle.
This round there's a flank play happening as well. And Devi's going to be watching for it. Forsaken also challenging here.
Pixel angle, Forsaken. Faded out by the first player. Takes off Valen's head as a result of it. Now, Wall's going to be tripped, and that double face does overwhelm. It's going to be a quick call out, though. Pac-Man looking to see if he can contain as well. Needs some help as well. Calling for reinforcements and a bit of backup. And that is a TP behind you. It is manic stuff from Jorg. And he's not stopping there. Damage done, but in the flip of a coin, it's all turned on its head. Paperrex and themselves up into this 1v2. Forsaken. Quick cleanup. 4 kills for him.
He has saved them off camera there. We're watching Jorgamo pull out outrageous stuff over towards Rubble, really giving Paperrex a taste of their own chaotic medicine. And meanwhile, in the background, Forsaken has just gone to work, soldiering away, taking down player after player. That's a 2v4, I think, technically. Maybe a 3v3, but Forsaken team captain IGL bailing them out.
Jason kayak tegang gitu ya bro, Jason bro.
Desperately needed it, like you said. Needed it most there. Paperrex looking to send it flying forwards once more. Salvos, though, an adjustment called for by here by G2. Looking to really fight this one forwards with a lot of util in the process. Beamed down through the smokes. Still, bullets are going to be rattling forwards. And with that showstopper, you are no more. Jing paving the way to success. And the rest of his team can follow him straight through. Jorgamo looking to answer back rapidly at that, but still shut down with a bullet to the dome.
That's incredible awareness there from Paperrex.
Padahal ke B aja ya, kenapa dia masih maksain A bro?
Valen would have to go huge.
Lying
this
in
would
wait.
be monstrous.
Dissipates though, and the player's just not lined up for him. It's up to Leaf now. 1v3.
One of the first rounds where we've seen teams actually clash over towards Rubble. Paperrex come out on top with all of their beautiful ideas. Does the Steel Garden get forced out here? Does Leaf get a freebie in Spawn and Forsaken? It's a wild off angle.
It's so off angle, isn't it? Oh, he just
one bullet.
Micro flick, Forsaken doing backflips in the spawn. Leaves it to 1v2. Like you said, a silver line would be ults being forced out and pulled out of these Paperrex players. They've got this one locked down. A lot of damage done. Leaf anticipating a reswing from a different angle and position, but at some point has to expect it. Time's still starting to tick though. Options very much limited, and now an unwinnable spot to play in. Looking to just do the exits. Bit of damage to the economy while he's at it.
Nice. Let's go.
I really like the way that Paperrex take Rubble control in rounds like this. So, like I said, Forsaken throws this smoke that starts high up in the air.
Ayo, bisa son, semangat son.
Jing when he jumps in. And then the smoke lands on the floor and lets Jing take these fights up and over the top. It's really difficult to stop. And because Jing's not been ripping Showstopper as soon as he gets it, it's hard to anticipate which rounds he's going to be playing in. And so Jonah P just gets stuck there inside tree, not anticipating.
Kayak pucat bang, kayaknya bisa jadi.
Huge
4 ulti bro, let's go 4 ulti.
Paperrex's raise, and still with 4 other ults to play with.
Pulling this one back, one round at a time. Ults are going to be used on either side though. Hit to lock off C.
They didn't clear!
He didn't clear
Check it!
He's tucked into the corner, nice and tight and pretty there. He's going to be able to find it a little bit more. Something with some information.
Ya Allah, Cong, nggak pernah dicek anjing.
A bait and switch play is one thing, but against a Yoru ultimate? That's just a big mistake from something.
It's left them at a disadvantage now, Paperrex. Now 4v5.
Jonah is so committed.
Hyper committed. He's got no real backup as well. No help to help him out. That wall's on cooldown. Needs it up ASAP. Nades are flying forwards along with the bullets. Surely he doesn't survive this. He's trying to counter-spam them all the way back.
Ya Allah, nggak mati bro.
Gets out.
What?
That's incredible. Good support from the rest of his team to get Jonah out in that position, but it's got to feel disastrous on the side of Paperrex. You've somehow been left in the 3v5 at the back of all of this.
Coming out drone for a bit of information there. Containment is the name of the game for G2. Not letting anything slip here, even committing ults into their own. Still a 3v5, respect shown. Salvos.
Planted.
Off the mark, doesn't deny the plan. That's going to be an extension into the round. Paperrex still have a way back into this one. Battering against them, that Ayuta's flying forwards, but killed in their name. Nightfall now, scatters forwards. Jing, he's even collected a few of his own. And just like that, it's a 3v3.
Okay.
Players are noted. Drop down into pit, the C's to try and cut off these angles. Steel Garden even being offloaded here with no weaponry to walk, but it comes down to the sidearms. Valen dismisses Pac-Man, brings it into that 2v2, but time is ticking. It's getting away from them. The Thorns delay it. TP in. Valen's looking to try and get at least a bit of a tap onto it. Damage through the box. Satchel over the top, but it's all Divine.
That's it.
Feed. Fills it up now. 1 round is all the Paperrex are behind by.
I was worried at the start of that round. Paperrex have been saving these ultimates so much because they're trying to use them in post-plant situations. But they lost players really early on. A 3v5 that they managed to turn with those ults. The Fade, the Vice, huge value once they saved them into that position, but there are always chances that you just lose the early skirmishes and you're in a spot where you don't even want to...
Sengit buat sengit, bro.
I think it's winnable even with ults in hand. That one saved. An economy broken now for G2. So that is the perfect round for Paperrex to clutch from the jaws of
agak takut dia mainnya nggak lepas hari ini, guys. Kayak nggak selepas biasanya.
They have, however, expended their big ult bank. They had a lot of ults to work with. The Euro ult didn't get much value. Thankfully, Divine Patman did. But now things are going to start going back in the other direction towards G2's favor. As soon as they get their guns online, assuming that there's no thrifties happening and the score levels out at 10 to 10, that's when you're looking towards the Fade ult, maybe the THOR ult starting to come online. So Paperrex still with a little bit of an uphill battle here, despite the fact they've won 3 in a row to get back in this game. There's more to be done.
Certainly is.
Now we win.
As you were saying, at least the money's on their side for now.
How many 50s have we seen this game?
Too many. Too many. We expected, I think, the caliber of these two teams, but...
Okay, please, jangan thrifty, please.
Stinger Merchants on one side as well, and Paperrex winning rounds with even just classics, just all bunched up fighting together. This round it's about dodging the threat that Leaf has with the judge, I think.
Simple take towards Mound, and now sending it even flying further forwards, anticipating! Oh my goodness! Leaf expecting the play, the TB forwards as well, and he wants a little bit more, that's a judge. Swing around to the side, something really being tested from this spot, and helped out.
Nice.
The team starting to billow out of the main choke point now, getting a bit of a move on it. Reaction time test from Jorg. Fails it for now with that Sheriff. Might get another chance to do it though. So Nightfall even being committed. G2 feeling like this is winnable. TP is going to be broken there from Valen. A lot of ults committed on the side of G2, but a pause called for here by Paperrex, looking to see if they can buy their time, weather the storm. They should back out. They do have that weapon advantage.
They're putting so much pressure on these Paperrex players before they can put the plant down.
Well, for a bit of a calm moment now, a lull.
But now they're worried that Paperrex might have left. There's still 40 seconds
Kayak
in the
mulai
round.
Paperrex on that one, Bang. Iya, tapi kayak ini orang anjing banget, si Leaf jago banget, Cok. Baca situasinya.
Go for the team fight. A tap at the door.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be hard for G2 to get back into this site.
Yeah. Valen is to play with a rifle. Risks to be taken for sure if they want a chance to get back in. The weapons not on the side overall here for G2. Plant down as well for Paperrex. Cement themselves into post-plant positions.
Valen's going to get given an aim fight at some point. Paperrex better hope to win it.
Something's heads on a swivel here. Wants to step past the smoke, but just waiting for the right time to strike. His bullet's going straight towards him. Still, it's all just going to be down to Jonah P. Does pick up that gun in his hands.
Nice.
But, yeah, overwhelmed there. Something. Got it all handled. 10 to 10. That's what it's been brought to.
Good patience.
Let's go.
Paperrex. Drawing all of that utility out of G2 and just slowing things down, cutting noise. Threatening that you could have gone over to the rest of the map. Divine wins the really critical 1v1 against Valen as something cleans the rest of the kills up. I said the key in this round was avoiding Leaf, and he instantly got 2. But Paperrex again dig themselves out of a hole.
Kita udah OP guys ya. Duh, kita banyak sih guys. 3 orang banyak.
They did use that Fade ult though, so ults very even across the board.
Spam dance, a bit of bullet tags into the leg of Jing. Doesn't do him in, but it's a lot of damage to contest with, and Jorgen's just sitting there with the on. Actually looking to contest. A lot of damage through the wall.
Huh?
Been dodging and juking for now, still alive and kicking.
Time to jump.
Divine.
Ooh, nice.
That's an insane shot.
What a pre-fire from Divine. He knows that Leaf loves hanging around on that angle. Somehow Leaf survives. Gets a little bit of door frame between him and the bullet.
Now, great migration. Paperrex making their way over towards C. They know the damage done to Leaf, so he's not going to be playing as aggressive Leaf.
Still got a snake bite.
Could make the difference when this util starts getting sent flying forwards now. With that C's and a nade, there's a snake bite. Attempt to drop them. Haunt even committed on top of it. Paperrex, a lot of util being used here, but to no real avail.
And they don't have an insert elsewhere on the map. So time really starting to tick down now.
Jelek banget coy ini, Cok.
Getting dangerous.
TP over towards Rubble. Forsaken wants to stick this one as well. He's got a good clearance over towards A.
Wah, lama nih.
It's a lot of unknowns in the minds of G2. They're wondering, has he TP'd into spawn? Where is this guy?
But Jonah's clearing it out quite diligently at the moment, and we'll still have a timing to stop this hit coming through.
Still going to be
try
tested.
to anchor with the Odin.
Still going to be tested, like you said. Forced to anchor now with the Odin in his hand. The door not opened up. The salvos to try and cut them off. Where it hurts!
Down A.
Split them in twine. Paperrex right now. They don't know which way to look, which way to stand.
Kayak lama banget, Cok.
Toppled at a
Bingung
moment's
gitu,
notice.
Cok.
The pressure was there, but long-range support with that salvo at the feet. Couldn't cross that
Bingung
boundary.
banget masuknya,
Couldn't get
guys.
themselves onto the A side, so Paperrex find themselves trailing by 1 again.
First round, I think, where we've seen one of the attacking teams look a little shaky. Usually it's, you know, something excellent coming out from the defenders. This one, perhaps a bit too simple there for Jonah B. With only 15 seconds left on the clock. No threat coming towards B in the mid-round. No real risk that there was going to be a repop on the C site.
Terlalu santai mereka, bro.
Thankfully for Paperrex, it hasn't broken their economy completely, but they are going to be coming in with a stinger and a judge on Jing. Maybe an opportunity here to end B and make use out of these short-range weapons.
Well, they might want to go for it, bit of a B split, or just a fake of the AU tilt. And looking to go straight forwards. Flying forwards at that. That's a judge into the hands of Jing, and he could do some real damage here. Trying to take that peek. It's an unsmoked angle. Trent is no more. Obliterated in the process. Jorg falls to the information. TP's back out to safety, but there's still a player down on the plant. Now finally going down.
Heaven control there, threatened from Paperrex, and then once they know that G2 have seen it, they immediately drop back and try to fight on site, creating presence in as many spots as possible.
All players on site with the exception of Divide. Taking that peek in the fight to be taken. It's an off-angle for Batman! And that is beautiful work. 2 players dropped in the blink of an eye for G2.
Nice B-nya.
Watching from the spectator seat. Forced to back away from this fight. Paperrex bringing it back up to 11.
I was praising the fact earlier that G2 felt like they were one step ahead of what Paperrex were doing. This round caught them off guard, and Jorg might have just got away with keeping the op if Jing had chosen to go stairs there instead of Heaven.
Still out in the open.
I think he's going to escape to tree and find some safety. So both big weapons safe for G2, but as I'm saying, I don't think they were actually ahead of that one. I think Paperrex really caught them off guard there with the fake rubble util into a B pop.
Yeah. Trent here was down for the count, right?
Yeah, usually the rounds that I've liked seeing from G2 have been when they're fighting Paperrex as the plant is going down. This time they actually had Paranoia and a stun to try to do that with.
Think about that. Literally the free round.
But Trent got caught. Didn't catch quite what Jorg was saying there towards the end about a free round. I mean...
Oke, sebelah sama nih, bro.
Tension at its highest.
Adjustments that are being made. Tweaks as well across the board. Salvas far breaks open.
Aduh, apaan sih keluarnya begitu, bro? Smoke dulu nggak sih?
Delivers them killer glow onto Jing. Right when his team needed it, and the slightest gaps to work with. That is disgusting
Aneh
stuff.
banget, Cok.
So well in this match so far.
Something may have
Dua orang mati begitu aja, bro.
Still, players might be watching it. An awareness that door is open. It was Trent who was the one to do it. Shallow angle that he's watching this from. Flash. Still contacting up here, Paperrex.
Leave from behind.
It could be that backstab! Oh, what is that by Forsaken? Quick 180. Snaps back and punishes Leaf for the hubris of trying to contest.
3 huge moments where Leaf has had a bit of a whiff, but this one might punish them the most. He's still got 19 kills. He's still playing great. But big kills are getting away from him.
Lurks on lurks, divine all that space over towards C. Open ground found, and something now can be the backstab.
Oh, what a time.
Still with that player disadvantage, but it might not matter with something playing like this. And like you said, the timing is everything. It's all about how fast G2 end up playing it, but he reveals it early with that kill onto Jonah P. No one's turning to look at this right now. No one at all. Communication just going to miss. Paperrex. Again from the brink. Again at the player disadvantage. But it's inevitable. It's going to be that 12th round.
Gitu nggak ngeliat situ? Aneh banget dah.
I think this round is utterly and completely different if Forsaken doesn't somehow land.
Okay.
Go for the Cologne play. I think this round is so different if Forsaken doesn't somehow spin on a dime and land a 180 kill onto Leaf. The reactions sometimes from the Paperrex players, especially Forsaken, seem inhuman.
Yeah.
Because he's reacting to the fact that he's being shot at, and sure, you can look at Leaf and you can blame him for having a bit of a whiff, but how many other players are reacting to this quickly and deleting the player behind him?
There's no way.
And it's actually a bit of a tough shot, because as he moves, his model goes downwards too, because he's on a staircase.
Moving down into the pit.
If Forsaken didn't land that though, I think it's G2's round. And maybe, therefore, G2's map. And now they've got to fend off map point.
Oke, tenang, ada ulti.
Huge heroics from Paperrex. Bringing them to map point. Be disastrous for G2 to lose this opener in this fashion. It's exactly the way that the last time that these teams played each other ended up. 13-11 lost to G2, and anticipating that TP deep into the back line. Jogamo's got his watchful eye onto it still. Bullets going to be rattled on either side here. Damage is being done either way. Judge in the hands of Leaf, he can't get much done at all. The rifles are singing in the hands of these Paperrex players.
Still a salvo, still an ult here for Trent.
Chance for him to get back in, but a lot of damage done to Jonah P as well. They're going to have to use everything at this point. Space given up. Presence being shown. It forces the Armageddon to be used just to take site control. G2. Meticulous, they're like surgeons when it comes to these retakes, just trying to divide up most of the site and see if they can take this one nicely. But they have to get their eyes and watchful eyes and these smokes. Valen does punish it. Forsaken dropped in that IGL dip. Jing from the side has got a nade waiting, rebounds, but a little bit too shallow. A tap onto it, Horn needs to be dealt with. It's all coming down to the wire! And in slow motion, can we have it any other way? Map 1 goes to Paperrex.
11 tuh makan tuh 11 babi.
Back and forth from the very beginning. Paperrex pulling it out from the brink. What a game to open playoffs here.
Gue gak paham guys, gue gak paham jadi pemenang guys. Gamenya aneh gak sih guys? Jujur guys, jujur. Kalau kata Aing jujur. Paperrex kagak bagus-bagus banget mainnya, tapi menang, gak tau kenapa. Ya gak sih, ya gak sih, ya gak sih, ya gak sih. Jujur guys. Jujur, ya nggak sih? Paperrex main gak bagus-bagus banget, guys. Jujur, guys. Ya nggak sih? Mainnya nggak serapi kemarin-kemarin, bro. Tapi bisa menang, gue juga bingung. Iya lagi, pasti kalian merasa kayak... Kayak jujur. Agak acak itu tapi menang. Nah iya itu dia makanya. Bagus mainnya tuh sebenarnya sama-sama bagusnya tapi cuma beberapa round doang. Kalau nggak gitu bukan Paperrex bang, betul sih guys. Emang Paperrex spesialis ngebuang chance atau nggak ngambil chance yang terlalu banyak guys. Nonton YouTube yang lain guys, coba lihat. Siapa yang lagi live bro? Yang lagi RP bagus guys. RP luxury lihat tuh si Samdre ini guys. Ini 10.000 bro, goddamn. Rising star baru kah anjir? Alisa, Alisau. It's a semi in the life on the backlines. Paperrex efek ini bang, tamanya bang. Alright. Kenapa pingsan dia? Sesame in the side of the backlines. Oh yeah. Visual 32 inch bang, kagak 27. Oke, kalau Samdre balik tuh TB kalas. Klip G Pamungkas sih ngeri-ngeri bang. Emang kenapa dia guys? Klip G Pamungkas kenapa dia? Dia bagus ya RP-nya ya. Bang G kayaknya emang niat banget di polisi deh guys. Kayaknya bagus banget. Lihat. Jidang. Muka aja stres liat. Double action bro. Ngebuat double action kah?
Itu DA kapan dijual ya? Nggak tahu.
Cidang guys.
Lah aja admin sesal ngomong gitu. Admin apa goblok?
Komunikasi via radionya beda sama Incidemin bang. Iya cok. Gay Pamungkas soalnya kayaknya emang udah lama di polisi deh. Kayaknya ya. Kayaknya guys ya udah lama di polisi guys. Gue kan pertama kali guys di polisi.
Oke, selamat malam.
Kelas! Ada Rijat guys.
Saya lahir di bandara, makanya saya suka dipanggil Jamban. Kenapa kok dipanggil Jamban bang? Jamban itu jajang manusia bandara. Saking lamanya saya di bandara, saya jadi opang dan saya sering bantuin orang-orang untuk pergi ke suatu tujuan. Nah, saking lama saya beropang, saya juga punya julukan Jepang, jajang emergensi opang. Nah, karena saya udah lama nih di bandara, saya juga punya banyak relasi karena opang. Orang-orang di bandara tuh segan sama saya. Bahkan saya sampai dijuluki seorang Oji di bandara. Jadi kalau teman-teman
Udah emang kayak kecil deh.
ada kerusuhan di bandara, bisa panggil saya Oji Jajang. Oke. Selain itu, saya juga punya cita-cita untuk menguasai, merasa kurang terdengar. Sorry. Oke. Selain itu saya juga ingin menguasai kota ini. Maka setelah dari bandara, saya ingin menguasai karnaval. Saya juga ingin bercita-cita menjadi jakar. Apa itu jakar? Jajang karnaval. Nah, saat di karnaval, saya bertemu beberapa anomali. Salah satunya anomali badut merah. Di sana, ketika saya menginjakkan kaki di karnaval, badut merah tersebut mengaku bahwa dia adalah pemilik karnaval. Langsung saja, situ saya kumpulkan orang-orang massa untuk menghajarnya. Nah, sampai badut karnaval itu terkapar dan pingsan. Jadi di karnaval saya pun cukup terkenal. Nah, setelah di karnaval saya pun cukup terkenal, saya menemukan anomali lain, yaitu seorang dino kuning. Di sana, hampir semua orang di karnaval mau ngobrol dengan saya. Jadi kayak, woi bang, woi saya disapa, woi neng, woi disapa.
Respect,
nah, dino kuning ini dia nggak mau nyapa saya kayak, halo bang. Dia lari. Tapi ketika wanita yang memanggilnya, halo bang, dia langsung berhenti. Halo neng. Siapa ya namanya? Nah, langsung tuh kan saya sebel ya. Woi bang, kok lu berhenti pas lagi dipanggil cewek? Dasar lu manusia muka softtek. Lah emang muka gua ada softteknya, kata dia begitu. Nah, setelah itu saya sebel kan karena dia dikasih, saya pukulin terus tiba-tiba saya dipeluk sama dia. Saya dipeluk lalu saya dibuang ke jurang. Kok dia tiba-tiba bisa meluk? Ternyata dia seorang dewa, guys. Nah, jadi suatu saat saya akan balas dendam ketika saya sudah kuat dan saya sudah mempunyai masa untuk membalas pada dino kuning tersebut. Seperti itu. Nah, setelah itu karena saya sudah merasa
panjang juga ceritanya guys ya. Jangan lupa teman-teman buat join W Gaming Club karena di W Gaming Club kalian bisa dapatkan badge keren Paperrex guys, bayangin guys. Gratis shiny roll exclusive giveaway buat badge guys ya. Langsung aja join guys ya. So let guys sign up, link account, be yourself. Bro, look at mine.
Ada lukanya.
W Gaming Club. Gue udah punya banyak guys badge-nya, lihat.
Di kota ini
content creator cuma 0,1% yang punya.
Jadi
W Gaming Club. Oh, udah banyak. Berlin 0,1%.
Bapak tentara. Ya, saya tentara dari batalion 317. Wah, keren. Berarti tentara beneran nih, pikir saya kayak gitu kan. Terus saya tanya lagi.
Tapi konsepnya keren sih.
Apa namanya?
Tapi konsepnya keren.
Anggota Bapak, kok Bapak sendirian aja?
Gue suka orang yang
dia
pede-pede gini. Beda gitu.
Anggota saya sudah habis gugur dimakan alien. Waduh, ternyata dia bukan seorang tentara biasa, dia juga pejuang gitu kan. Saya respect sama dia, langsung hormat, saya salut. Oh siap Pak, salut saya sama Bapak gitu kan. Nah, setelah itu saya bertanya kepada dia, Pak, kita udah ngobrol lama nih. Saya juga udah respect. Boleh nggak saya kenalan sama Bapak? Siap, boleh. Nah, nama Bapak siapa? Nama saya Bolu. Nah, pas lagi dia nyebutin namanya Bolu, di situ saya kayak, ya ampun, orang ini tatoan. Terus gelap, berkulit gelap, rambutnya pendek, dan mukanya penuh luka. Tapi namanya Bolu. Di situ saya kayak kaget kan, saya jadi nggak respect lagi. Terus saya bilang, kenapa namanya Bolu Pak? Kenapa nggak nama yang lain gitu Pak?
Kayak lukanya banyak yang
Bang Tohar, Bang Toha, atau apa gitu Pak? Kenapa harus Bolu gitu? Nah terus dia bilang, ya terserah mak saya lah. Lah, ya udah Pak, kalau gitu kenalin saya ke mak Bapak. Nanti saya kasih tahu ke maknya, biar mak Bapak ganti namanya di Bika Ambon, biar serem-sereman dikit daripada Bolu. Oke, sekian dari saya Jajang, terima kasih.
Oke, Jajang. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Siapa guys? Jurinya guys.
Oh my god.
Jurinya siapa aja guys?
Oke.
Gila.
Bahkan kita kalah start master.
Rame bener.
Langsung aja mungkin, gak apa-apa, diterusin sama juri tadi kayaknya ketahan.
Boleh,
Mas Namir atau silakan langsung aja.
Oh Namir.
Jajang, oke, berani, oke. Materinya sih sebenarnya menarik ya kan, relate dengan masyarakat Kota Los Santos, benar kan. Jadi aku mention Dino Kuning dan kawan-kawan, dirimu membawa sebuah cerita ya kan, yang memang menurutku
hak asasi manusia
cukup. Ya kan, ngerasa orang tuh, oh iya gue pernah juga ngelakuin hal tersebut. Cuma,
Jordi.
Ada beberapa
hadiahnya 25 juta nggak sih? Iya nggak ya? Berapa ya? 25 juta ya? Gue lupa.
Secara ritmenya itu penonton kebingungan nih yang mana punchline, yang mana nge-build gitu. Tapi it's overall, you are the best bro. You are the best.
Thank you, Pak.
Nice.
Thank you.
Berani Mas Jajang, berani.
Prok.
Thank you, sir.
Oke.
Bagus ya, Sanji keren ya. Double Rijat, double mic guys, yang buat ini yang ngurus Rijat sama mic guys.
Silakan Mas Rajut.
Soalnya gue udah gak kuat ngurusin
guys.
guys.
Saya cukup salut dengan pembawaanmu si PD, ya kan. Suara Mulanta.
Siapa tengah bro? Tengah siapa tengah? Padim ya nih ya?
Sampai terlarut ya. Tapi benar apa kata Mas Nahmir, kita nungguin punchline-nya di mana gitu. Ya, materi yang dipilih udah bagus banget tentang kota dan hal-hal yang kita tahu di kota lah. Kayak gitu. Kalau misalkan
tengah
kamu ngasah lagi nih.
Tengah Amerika kanan siapa yang kanan?
Kamu bakal jadi yang terbaik sih menurutku. Aku baru lihat
BJ.
Dilanjutkan aja talentmu yang ini ya. Dari aku itu aja.
Kanan?
Sama jangan lupa untuk persiapan ya. Itu sih penting poin.
Baik.
Ya udah kalau dari aku.
Oke, terakhir dari
Gila, respect. Jujur.
Kok awal itu terlalu cepat.
Oke.
Yang siapa nih?
Cepat. Jujur. Mungkin masnya udah mulai nyaman ya. Jadi mulai masuk tuh, mulai dapat. Oke, baru Gere itu dapat.
Gere dapat pas tengah-tengah.
Gue di rumah gara-gara nggak ada Corsair rasanya nih, tidur cepet.
Sedikit diatur.
Di awal aja sih.
Korot bro. Double duelist.
Cukup sih. Dari saya mungkin seperti
siapa itu bro?
It's a good talent bro. It's a good.
Is a zombie on the love, on the silence.
I think this is what you were highlighting in your telly. It's very good with that Teo drone to get info and then missile C's to retake. But Paperrex, they're coming out of the blue with a new comp here and a chance to 2-0 this series.
I want to see how many shenanigans we're going to see here for the side of
Korot
Paperrex.
lagi bro, korot bro.
Actually prepared coming into this tournament.
That's an excellent question there, Bay. I'm sure we're going to find out in just a second. Send it back over to your casters. Here's Brendan Sideshow for map 2.
What a bitter back and forth that first map was, and now we head into Corona. You know, like the Destin's already been talking about, discussing this one. We're going to be full, I mean, React Andy, I think, really, with the composition, seeing how Paperrex play this one. It is a mirror their Lotus comp.
Yeah, it's mad that this is the second time ever that we've seen G2 play this comp, and the first time ever that we've seen Paperrex play this comp. And this was also G2's worst map, and yet they've picked it
Paperrex
here
belum pernah main Korot bang, iya belum.
Win. Apparently just copying over their Lotus comp and not even cracking on it. They just sent it.
At the global event in 108 days. In that
here.
time they have
7-0
record.
Yeah, a lot of it is going to come down to what Kukuku was saying. How practiced does it look? How much time and attention have Paperrex put into this map? Behind the scenes in scrims.
Jing has a sheriff. Big group up of players.
It's a 4-player stack.
Smoke in the face with the Viper wall up. There's an angle there, horn deep as well, making sure that all the nooks and crannies are cleared out here. And everyone moving away from this one. There's no presence in mid here from Paperrex.
Not at all.
All this space given up for free, but eventually spotted out now. Something. A couple of strays, swings and shots that he's going to be popping off. Prowler in his face. At some point, maybe forced to respect this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that's damage done. Traded out though. G2 still get themselves in. Elbow control
Spike planted.
Maintained by Devi, making sure to hold on to control of that area.
Yeah, Devi's position here is really nice to help Paperrex on the retake.
Just spotting the head poking up. Really waiting this one out, but hearing a lot of presence forwards.
Salvo used early.
Paranoia has to be dodged to the one side. Stun used as a response of that. Prowler alongside it. Time starting to be a bit of a difference maker. Damage!
Nice!
Done on the side of Paperrex. They are absolutely dishing it out now. Not giving it any easy fight. Any easy fight whatsoever.
Let's go. Akhirnya Pisau menang, bro.
Collected is the way that pistol round goes for Paperrex in the retake.
Devi's position ended up being the pivotal key.
It was everything.
Yeah. Trent used all of his utility, keeping back those players from the link position, and then it almost felt like Jorg and Valid forgot about Devi over there. I'd like to see G2 more proactively try to fight for positioning in the post plan. Forsaken also threw a smoke.
Let's go.
That wasn't even on the
Akhirnya Pisau
spike,
menang
so,
juga, bro.
You know, we might see
dua
some
kali, guys.
wobbly stuff happening in this map. We don't know really where Corrode lands in.
Sata Jason menyala nggak sih? Wih, beli.
Pools anymore. Was towards the bottom of G2's, but they're clearly feeling decent about it, having picked it here.
That's purely off the smoke timing. Jing takes a peek and takes the shots, and same can be said for Patman. Spectre in hand. Forsaken, so damn eager to get involved. Be walking straight into the sidelines here, but it's all managed. Everybody's going to be expecting those fights to be taken here on the side of Paperrex as well, ensuring that the guns go into the next for round 3.
So a bonus opportunity for Paperrex. The composition that they're running, I mean, it's allowing them at the moment to stack really heavier.
Ngecit, bro.
Sights, you saw them on the pistol for 4 players on A to begin. And just leaving Devi with his Vice Util, the whole B alone.
Match score pertama Paperrex ya, Bang?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do some aggressive stuff here. Get something pushed deep. Looks like B might be where he's looking to try to contest.
He's got a judge, man.
Yeah, that's a bit wild. Tucking into
Try
this
and get
corner.
into the corner.
They were flash haunting this every time.
Uh-oh, this could get deadly. This could get dangerous.
There's no way.
Just the one before he gets out.
How has he found the timing quicker than the haunt landed? Jonah P didn't even wait for the haunt, or rather, sorry, Jorg didn't wait for Jonah P's haunt.
Just expecting that they would respect it, I think.
Okay.
Once they're ready, waiting with the C's. Looking at different kind of angles here. I mean, he's worried about mid, still lands the shot! Jinx there following up on top of it. He gets another. Following with the TP, cheeky enough, but it's all being watched for, and this is a bonus conversion. Waiting in the wings now. I mean, Paperrex could not have got off to a better start here on Corrode, a map that they've been banning, showing no signs of.
It's a crazy decision for something to tuck himself into a corner that 100% of the time G2 flash haunt clear that. But he finds a moment to just catch onto Jorgamo. And then also I'm fine with Jonah P going for that shot, because he catches Patman with Util in his hand, but Patman is so fast to react and respond.
Big dagger? No.
That's devastating.
Kenapa tuh?
First map, it was all going well for G2. The pistol rounds looked excellent from them.
Gua itu Alex yang senyum jai mula masih mini kayak
huge amounts of first kills. In terms of the theory, I can understand why Josh is saying we need to make some small adjustments, and we would have won that. Jorg and Leaf on their own together were 12-3 in first kill to first death.
Which is ridiculous.
That's absurd. That is utterly monstrous from Jorgamo and Leaf. Now, of those rounds, though, Paperrex won a third of the rounds where they were down in a 4v5.
That's even more ridiculous.
That's ludicrous.
I mean, that's looking like Team Liquid out here.
And I mean, you watched it happen, didn't you? There were multiple 3v5s, 2v4s.
Big
Mau pakai jersey nggak nih Bang Rio? Nggak.
And what it led to was that Paperrex won a large majority, actually, of the gun rounds. 2/3 of the gun rounds went over towards Paperrex. So they were able to come through despite losing double pistol. Now here, G2 have put themselves in a hole really early on. So this is going to be a very difficult one for them to get themselves out of.
Yeah, how do you dig yourself out?
I guess you would be expecting this map to still go defense-sided. But a lot of my expectations about Corrode are being challenged here at Champs, as we get the different regions' ideas matching up against each other. The double duelist, for example, that Pacific are running a lot of, does seem to do pretty damn well on the attack side.
Tremendous amounts of success across the board.
Got to say, too, in general, I don't think I'm that much of a fan of Paperrex's comp. I think the Raze is worse than the Waylay or the Neon, but I've no doubt that it's comfortable territory for Jing, and he's going to make it look good at some point.
Sometimes that's all that matters, really, is ensuring that the comp is comfortable. Trying to force the meta fit. Doesn't bode well for a lot of teams.
If you're Paperrex, play some wacky stuff. It's It's
But usually, I
absolutely
mean, the
in their
wacky
wheelhouse.
stuff is leaning into their wheelhouse, right? It's
Yeah.
roles that they want to play, that they're comfortable with.
Did you play the Yoru Wele on Haven? Jing looking to take a fight down mid against this drone.
Yeah.
Risky, very risky. Don't want to give a gun away here.
It's only 30 seconds left for G2 to play with. A lot of Util's been pulled out of them early.
Oh, he's heard that.
Yeah, TP.
Actually, he might not have done. He's not calling for the
Pass.
full rotate.
At this point, it should be very obvious. Defy! Stalwart defender. The one to try and lock this one down, and he's being precise as anything, just trying to pluck off the heads away from the shoulders. 15 seconds left. Double face in the end here. The TP into the back line. That's a timing that was unanticipated, yet still with the shots. Leaf is raining down lead upon them. Laying down. Shot after shot. These are hammering blows, and it's brought G2 into a 1v2.
But they don't know where something is.
That's what something has got to play with in this spot right here, but against a sharp aim of Trent. Not quite doable, so just like that.
That's a criminal round again.
Yeah.
Because I think Defy did so much here. Double contesting, slowing down massively, which plays Jing and Forsaken into the site. And yet, Leaf is just on a heater. Hits 3 fantastically crisp shots with the Sheriff and steals a MasterCard Thrifty away from Paperrex.
There you go.
Filthy word to get it back in.
Well, we saw a lot of Thrifties on map 1, at least in the first half. Something now pulls out the operator and looking to try to take an aggro angle on A. It's hard to op this line, though.
Yeah, the Viper Wall.
Yeah, Leaf's Viper Wall gives you a lot of things to worry about over here towards A.
Kaya bro mereka bro.
Aiming the right-hand side. And the horn broken immediately.
Going for a bit of a clearance.
He's taking a lot of risk here, but not punished for it.
Okay, Crash about to run out. We'll have to respect this at some point.
Well, yeah, I think he'll respect it when he has a drone in his face.
Skate Crash has faded.
Time to jump. Slow play from G2. Much slower than we saw on Lotus.
Every single second counts. Between these two teams, drones can be popping out into your face, which is broken. Hello, something. You're still there. Yeah, Prowler in your face and a couple of stray bullets as well. Still alive, though. Salvo forcing him back and away alongside that Seize, and there needs to be that collection. The crossfire setup in tight formation. G2 still trying to find their way forward to this one. Ults are being earned up. A lot of avenues uncontested, though, and Jing looking to see if he can take that fight. There's that punishment we were talking about prior. Against Paperrex, got to keep guns out because they will be willing to take those duels and take those fights indeed. It does go both ways. Trent.
That's a big kill.
Massive one. Frees up the flank away from it. Now has the armor gun. He's going to be using this preemptively.
He's been doing that a lot. Hasn't really been saving his utility for post-plant.
Just trying to buy a bit of time with that nade rebounding. That's going to be a perfect position. Leaf surely goes down, has half HP. Drifting away, and it's a half clearance. Jing anticipating that it was cleared out. Leaf, the savior once more.
Oh, he's had a monstrous couple of rounds there, hasn't he, Leaf? Jing was convinced that corner was clear.
I mean, I don't blame him.
It was very close, wasn't it? Trent also hits a really important shot there onto Pac-Man because it gives him safety in yard. They know that then both of the retakers are coming from this spawn area. This kill, had it gone the other way, had he been able to clean out. Don't think he was getting that. Good setup towards the end as well, actually, in terms of playing around the Viper wall. They had Trent ready to swing through that, so even if Leaf hadn't been able to get the kill, I think the trade would have been there. And this is something that G2 do slightly differently.
Aduh, padahal itu bisa menang enak tuh, bro.
The Viper composition, Leaf is just putting that wall down on A every round. I thought it was maybe because it was their first time playing this version of the composition.
Yeah. Pusing pala gua, guys.
But it's interesting, they seem to want to take fights through mid quite a lot on their attack.
Just open sight lines.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the wall in the
Padahal udah 3-0 tuh kalau kita keep the momentum bisa 6-0, 8-0. Padahal
if you wall up in mid, you might be inviting an opportunity for something to flash through it. And
take the timing.
Yeah, your opponent to seize control of those timings. Paperrex taking attack time out here. The brain trust of Alex and Mini, seeing if they can figure out some kind of adjustment to what's been going on. I mean, the Thrifty, in my opinion, was just Leaf hitting shots. I don't think you have to be too worried about that one again, but the slow A take is probably going to be a major theme of this attack half for G2. So round 5, one to pay attention to because it could well be replicated.
Seconds are dwindling down here as we get into round 6. presence from Paperrex over towards B as well. They're going to be claiming a lot of that side of the map.
Who's next?
Central Drift now going to be used by George to try and set them forwards. The drone Forsaken is going to have to vacate evac cord 4, needs some help and reinforcement potentially from his team. Something. Waiting into the sidelines, but now he's out into the open, squaring up for that fight. It's an instant response. Valen straight there. Wants to try and take the fight to him, but the IGL dips him. In the process, pit down.
Can't get the plant down.
Gives him a bit of coverage. The C's is good, at least with that connection, and it's going to slow down these Paperrex players, but where'd you call for? Rotations abound. They're looking to go back into mid, but there's a flank-on-flank occurring.
This is a weird one. Leaf's going to have to drop his pit.
Jonah P. Oh, no, timing. Just missed it. Wasn't on the sightlines. Device spotted out. The pit's going to be falling as well. Quick scurry away. They know the B's open now for the taking.
Might be a timing here for Devi at mid.
Just like that, Forsaken as well wants to fill in the gaps. He's got that ult earned for that occasion. Picking up residency.
Horn push back Devi. Forsaken, it's all on him.
38 seconds. Comes down to these kills. What is that?
He's so good.
Disgusting stuff.
30 seconds left.
Playing and weaving around this smoke. It's made the B site his den, and there's only one more option really left for G2 to work towards. It is this B site. They have to find a way past it, but again, Forsaken!
It's ludicrous.
He can't be stopped! He's walking on bloody water at this point. That's just filthy.
He is utterly unbelievable. This is the kind of form he was in at Masters Toronto.
He's getting tagged by bullets left, right, center. He's taking unopportune fights. Like,
he's won the round on his own, essentially, hasn't he? I mean, he gets to kill one bullet Valen, ults to the other side of the map, and holds them single-handedly from getting any level of space or plant down. I mean, the way he plays when he's on like this is just.
Kalau kayak gini mah enak banget kalau Jason begini terus, guys.
8-3.
Something's got the op back in hand. Looking over towards A main again, but this time on a bit more of a passive line.
Yeah.
Not as aggro as he was playing previously. Bit more respect given.
Bit of a bait setup. TP for the information. That's a drone that does tag.
Wow, that's actually through mid.
Still wants to square it for the fight. There's something, there's no exit for him. He has to nail that shot. Either side. Shots going wide. There's an orb to play around. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Apaan sih? Sumpah nih orang nggak mau sabar, cok.
Punish you for it.
Well, those are the kind of wild plays that you've got to expect.
Wah, parah banget something, cok. Apa dah? Util ditabrak semua, bangsat.
Low percentage chance, but he still goes for it. And actually, they're looking to double re-clear into
Over
Leaf
banget,
again
cok.
on
Udah balik aja padahal, bro.
Nightbot's going to be sent flying forwards. That is a lovely clearance for Seagate. Juts out, and this guy is walking on water at this point. He could do no wrong. Pacman, nowhere safe to stand, but he does find a slight pocket to play in, and even adjusting the aim towards the final moments. Jorgamo delivers them back from the brink. Gives them a win con.
Super aware, kept his gun out the whole time, ready for those fights.
30 seconds left.
But he still need the flank coming through again here. Paperrex putting such a premium on that. And Jin can distract enormously. Still full util and an ult.
Really
how are you going to look at Forsaken in the middle of this?
Exactly. Still eyes are trained towards main. That's an off angle to be held to the corner. Showstopper avoided. Good movement straight from the side, but again, it's going to be Forsaken revealing his hand from the spot. And Jorgamo supplementary with the spam. There's a smoke in his face, but that will be dissipating, and he gives it up for the even fight. Still, shots are going wide. Going wild. Going out. With a smoke propped up over towards the top. It's an impossibility. Surely, Forsaken, you can't be winning this. 7 bullets! Oh my goodness! Jorgamo that just about wrangles control of the round.
Incredible round from Jorg. But man, when you watch Forsaken, he makes you believe, doesn't he? That one was an inch away from coming through with a ridiculous clutch. You can just tell in the way that the G2 players are playing against him too, that they are fearful at times. As soon as the smoke isolates Jonah P's, he's cooked in hook. Ults come online though. Jorg with a huge one. 3 big kills of the 4 he's got on the map. 3 required to convert round 7. And just keep G2 in it.
Coming to the headphone users for that one.
This has got something on a deep line. Again, you look at the VOD of what G2
Ayo
were
Sam,
doing.
lu santing, lu kan pedes nih biasanya. Bisa lah.
Pretty much every round they were going in that direction. And yet, something still wants to fight it and contest it to try to see if there's a gap. Something I really respect about Paperrex's defense. They will try to find gaps in stuff that looks theoretically good.
Always testing.
You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah. Always with that raw confidence in their own aim to be able to buy themselves a bit of time, get themselves out of some real tricky spots. The shots rattled off down. Across section of mid here, something again with this information. Oh, dimensional drift going to be used, and he spots out a multitude of players while he's at it.
No, he's caught everyone, hasn't he? He's
seen
everybody apart from Leaf.
Back over towards A, everyone but Leaf, and Leaf does collect. And now the triple
Udah,
face as
jangan
well.
di-pick, jangan di-pick, jangan
Offset that disadvantage. They
di-pick.
found themselves in and out all the way over towards B. It's up to Pac-Man. He's got that Odin. Salvo's though.
Ngapain satu-satu semua nge-picknya babi lah.
Whether he liked it or not.
Now those peaks, I'm not as big on from Paperrex. Jing there swinging from mid. After something has just seen, there's 4 players in mid. It's going to be so difficult to catch people without guns in their hand there. And then Pac-Man, I think, probably could have played that a little better than wide swinging with an Odin. So this round, not my favorite that Paperrex have put together, and it's going to allow G2 to tie things back up 4-4.
Aneh banget cok gameplaynya cok.
You often see the attacking teams try to find timings to exec as the defenders use Yoru ult. Because you don't want to just give them the info and exactly where you're playing, but this round G2 just kind of sit back in mid and wait for Paperrex to peek into them. It's a bit more like what I was saying used to happen a year ago,
right? Where
G2 would just hold slowly, solidly, and allow Paperrex to make the mistakes. It's really tough to make this style work against Paperrex now because they make far fewer mistakes and the player form is amazing. I already talked about that on Lotus, where you saw G2 dial up the tempo. But here, maybe because Paperrex are playing Keren for the first time ever in a match, you're actually seeing these kind of mistakes come out. Maybe it is a decent idea for G2 to just slowly be defaulting around the map with guns out.
Ngapain cok nge-swing pakai Odin bro? Harusnya standby aja ya.
Called here by Paperrex too to try to stop some of the bleeding because they've only won 1 out of the last 5, and that was a
Cok, aduh, nge-throwing cok. That you be me, back in your life. That you be me, this is so sad. Dimolit aja bang si Batman. Iya, mendingan maksudnya daripada dia nge-pick, mendingan ngumpet nggak sih? Tau nggak sih lo, ngerti nggak sih? Kan dimoli bang, ya mendingan ngumpet ke belakang nggak sih guys? Egonya satunya gitu jelek, masalah dia kan tahu pakai Odin ya. Kalau nge-swing gitu pasti mati nggak sih? Kalau kayak Vandal bisa kill 1, Odin kayak delaynya tuh tinggi banget guys, kayak mas nembak kayak itu kayak lama gitu delaynya guys. Tambah tadi itu Jing sih, itu salah Jing tadi nge-pick lagi bro.
Against him from what I can remember, but actually the majority of what Leaf has been putting out there has been really solid.
Yeah.
Like I said, dominating the first kill department on Lotus, he was 4-1, and then just generally racking up a lot of kills against a team that is gonna put the test on your aim. But yeah, you've seen a couple of lows, but a lot of highs from this guy. A reminder, he didn't actually have a lot of practice recently. He was out for 5 weeks.
Hospitalized for a decent chunk of it too. Not really getting a time and chance to play the game yet. He hasn't missed a beat stepping back into the seat, so we'll see how this pressure and how Paperrex are really going to be able to keep up with most of this. 3 players stacked up towards it. They have the entirety of the pack all grouped up here. Jonah B, shots in the dark.
Something mati tuh.
Smoke. Something has been head ripped off. Steel Garden. Near sighted. There is coverage swinging right round to the corner. The timing has to be perfect, and the clearance is just not there. Jonah B is still delivering, but it goes both ways. Paperrex are still in this fight. It's evened up. It's that 2v2. Pac-Man off onto the flank. And now putting the squeeze on Jonah B, leaving that time in for Leaf to collect.
Kok nggak aware gitu ya?
In a 1v2. Testing with that shorty in your face. It's a lot of damage done. Drop down to barely anything at all. Quick tap as well, trying to force Leaf out into the open, but he swings at the right time.
Aware gitu ya guys?
Chops the
nggak
head
aware
clean
cok.
off.
Bingung deh gue tadi ngeliatnya situ mulu.
Big round from Leaf at the top of the scoreboard for G2. I liked what Paperrex were doing there. Lost a player to some spam through a smoke early on towards A-Link, which is unfortunate. Would have loved to have something online. There he goes. This double blast back in off the back of the Paranoia, though, was a nice idea. They just couldn't quite get the advantage in the 3v3, and part of that actually is because Forsaken didn't clear the corner properly.
Itu nggak aware sih.
Steel Garden forced Jonah P to only play with a shorty in hand, but Forsaken didn't clear that box. And now Paperrex dropped onto an eco. Probably going to take even further risks.
Trying to do it. Trying to take fights towards that A main extremity. Big nade and a horn tucked that corner. G2 happy to just let the util bleed out of Paperrex.
Going for another play here.
Make him
Fade
move.
in the raise.
Dangerous stuff, potentially, especially when you spot these players as damage done. Through the wall. Pac-Man still alive. Jin going for a peek of his own. Expecting to be not anticipated there.
Udah atas nih bro, ini bro.
Chunked down, Jing and Pac-Man, but not eliminated. Still a 5v5. The Forsaken keeping a little bit of this control and information towards A main.
Slightest of angles as well. That's something he wants to work with. A lot of bodies going to be trailing towards him now. He's going to get his chance for a fight. Just TP's back to a bit of safety. Try and hold this one again. Inserts himself forwards. The salvos at his feet along with the clone. That is ridiculous! Something! Dismisses them with a wave of a hand, but he needs some help out now. He will be dropped. Jonah P happy to trade that one out. Nightbot taken. Pac-Man from the flank.
Nice.
And heads are rolling. Leaf is gone.
And Forsaken as well, all the way up through B main.
It's two players at G2. They are being picked apart at the seams here. Every single avenue accounted for. Main, Link, and CT. Sees up and over towards the top. There's a lot of damage done, but as that smoke fades again, the time is taken. Jonah P can only do so much.
Gila something, big play, big play.
Against the presence of Paperrex. They've got that caliber of players, and it doesn't matter what weaponry they're working with. They will take the fights against you and win it.
This is such a good play from Something. Gets in front of the salvo after already being pushed back by double flash and a haunt. And he buys an enormous amount of time for the rotates to come through. Forsaken, I told you, was already on that aggressive angle.
That's what he meant, brother.
He got around into B main based on the distraction of his teammates. Encircling G2 and punishing them for not having a real sentinel in the comp.
That's been constant.
Yeah, they have. They've been trying to get that flank going all the time, haven't they? One away from getting the Armageddon online for Trent. Paperrex fighting down mid, Something with an op. He had a bit of a quiet game, but that round giving him a bit of confidence, and now he's going for the walkabouts.
There's no way. This is such risky business.
There should be double drone in his face as well. It should be hard, actually, for Something to play this defense side.
It's a game of reactions. It's a game of reactions, of which Something wins out. A lot of damage done in the process, but how do you win against the operator in his hands?
And he's gone so deep there, he's found the timing before the drones.
Wall is heard, wall is heard. Pac-Man realizing there's a gap in the play. Forsaken wasn't quite holding it, and that timing was taken. Evened out, though, with a kill onto Leaf.
He might think that he's trapped them all in the choke.
Players drifting in as well from the side. This is an angle as well, Something counting for it. Sees the barrels. Damage done, though. Instantly there with a trade, nevertheless. Jonah P did do that damage to Forsaken. 2 left alive now for G2. Nade is going to come sailing overhead, trying to deny that plan. It's tapping as G2 are looking for bodies, trying to pull them out into the open. Paperrex not giving them an inch, though.
The double fake tap has stopped Something from getting on a really aggro line. Now he starts to creep forwards.
Comes down to heroics. Jorg very much alone when he's holding this one. Crouch down, satchel overhead. Needs some help, needs some bailout as well. The timing is going to be... Has to be picture perfect. Picture perfect! What a spray down a transfer!
Aduh!
And Something with the util out!
Apa sih berdua tuh, Cok?
G2 leading by the 1.
A rare moment there where it's actually a Paperrex player with util in hand getting caught. Some monstrous big rounds coming out of players on both teams to keep their team dead even in this game. It does feel like Lotus again. A big recovery from G2 actually. They're the team winning more of the gun rounds.
Apa nggak double pick satu-satu ya, Cok? Kenapa ya guys ya di map ini begitu banget, Cok? Jingnya juga bau banget anjir tadi lihat.
To start this B round, he's the only one home to fend off G2.
It's a lot potentially thrown at him now. Looking for the A split, but just Jorgemore going through that link angle. Armageddon's going to be paving a way to success. Most of the way being cleared out. Jorgemore has all this space now for the rest of his team. Wall up on top of it, Something's going to be answering it back immediately. Nightfall, dimensional drift, there's a potential timing to be taken as those Qs are cut away. Something could really be looking to punish. The weaponry never quite ideal, but still the damage is being done. Showstopper, he whips it around, Jing is straight in and through. Tip of the spear forward, and Something not anticipated, exiting out of that ult. It's a mad scurry, it's a mad dash through mid. The Dubai left to punish, an instant shot and answer back, but it goes both ways, 6-6, just like that.
And just like Lotus, what a first half here of Corrode. We didn't really know what to expect. First time we've ever seen Paperrex play on this map. And only the second time for G2 with this comp. Could be anybody's game still coming up.
Ya si Jing nembaknya colet ke spray parah gitu, bro.
One enemy remaining.
Ayo ngasih 2-0 ngasih, bro. Di sisi ngasih 2-0, bro. Karubi udah masuk kota belum, guys? Karubi, guys. Karubicu udah ke kota nih, harus Karubicu nih. Karubicu udah belum ya? Udah harusnya guys Karubicu sih. Gue disesir masih Ruby jam 9.30. Oh udah guys. Oh. Let's go guys. Ih gila grafiknya bagus banget bro.
I miss you. Jebok. Sabar ya.
Mana khusus pelanggan lagi?
Aku menangis sebentar. Emotnya banyak banget, Dut. Nangis yang berdiri nggak ada kan? Nangis yang berdiri.
Bawinda, kenapa itu Bawinda? Kenapa guys?
Tembus 5.000, Dut.
God damn.
Tapu gendo.
Let's go guys. Ryuji sudah tiba. Iya guys. Ryuji batis. Ayo guys, bisa guys sama pistol menang, momentum dapat.
Pace that these two teams are coming at each other with is just unbelievable, and Forsaken has been on a heater. Hot hand, keep passing to this guy. He's shooting threes all day long at this point. I mean, he has been unreal. And it's taken heroics from him, to be honest, to drag it 6-6. G2, credit to them, they brought it 6-6 in level, because early on, at the beginning of this map, it was looking like all Paperrex off the back of this guy right here.
Yeah. Take a look at the Coinbase Econ report. I think Forsaken might be the only player shutting Leaf down.
Yeah.
Done 758 damage to the guy. But what a treat we have to open up playoffs. Two teams, arguably the favorites to win the
matanya
tournament.
merah, bro.
Most people
Lagi sakit dia, bro.
We had a poll earlier on that reckoned 75% of you out there thought the winner of this was the favorite to win the entire thing.
And I don't blame them.
No, because yeah, I mean, you see in the game as well, it's exciting to watch, it's fast-paced, it's aggressive, they've got shooters.
Every team is willing to take risks. Players are just making decisions that they wouldn't normally do because they're playing against the best of the best, right?
It's a great way to open up playoffs. We could only hope that the grand finals are this entertaining.
Absolutely, and hopefully we do get to see, potentially, a map 3. So far, this series has been delivering beginning to end.
Now this round, a very slow, cautious one for Paperrex, taking a little bit of B control, while Forsaken pressures elsewhere. An orb picked up from Jing. I mean, this immediately starts some of the rotations from coming through, because you see that the Raze was the one who picked up the ult orb. So when you know that the Raze was over here towards B main, you're thinking, well, that's where they're going to finish if they exec in the next 30 seconds.
Rubicu udah paket lengkap dia, aman-aman. Dia nggak punya kendaraan dia, guys.
Paperrex to hit a weaker A site if they can get through Jorgamo.
Jorga's hard committed. There's no gate crash to get him out here. Some of the angle to be watched for. They lost big control in the process. Actually, Jonah P was the one to take up domain and residency there. Quick walk down. Divide being punished. Smokes in the face, though, now spells it out. This is going to be leading and landing over towards an A hit now for Paperrex. Making moves forwards. That's a kill claim. Jonah P shot in the dark as well through that smoke. It's his head who ends up going down. Paranoia sweeps, though. That is a massive collection. It's only Batman who can put a stop to this. Oh, my God! He buys enough time for Forsaken to reinsert himself, get back into the action, get back into the fight. It's all halves on their side. Another pistol round here for Paperrex.
Jonah P had done a great job actually pushing down, but he gets caught through the smoke. And Pac-Man, gotta give him the credit.
No way.
That is ridiculous from Forsaken.
That's unbelievable. I didn't realize that was how it happened.
No. I was thinking that Paranoia wore off quickly.
Right.
No, it didn't.
Now, who does that? You get paranoid, your decision-making, not run away, I'm going to run closer to you. So the near sight doesn't matter.
Just Forsaken things.
That is insane split-second decision-making.
Double pistol, one now in this map by Paperrex. Flipping the narrative completely because G2 won both of them on Lotus. Now on Lotus though, G2 lost the advantage of the first one to a Thrifty that came through immediately after. Paperrex will be hoping to avoid that. What a cool pistol round idea as well, just baiting, faking, with the fact that the Rays picked up the ult orb. A lot of prep going into these pistols from both of the coaching staffs. But once more, you got to get through Jonah and Jorg here.
Very deep angle. It's not really the best
something, bro.
Something does his best with it. Just ghost in hand. Knocks the heads off two G2 players. Jorgamo and Jonah P out for the count.
Really nice dodge of the flash.
A lot of util forwards see it. Ingrained position, not really cleared out with the classics. Might be able to make the most of this one. This is elbow control given up. The plant is down though. 3v3, you got to think the weapons in the hands of these Paperrex players surely going to be enough. And nade's still primed, ready and waiting. The timing is taken just right on that. The damage is still being done though. They can't really deal with these players, and it comes down to a 1v1. It's Trent versus Forsaken. No easy pickup in terms of the weapon, but a stinger is found, salvaged from the midst of all of it, and the body just peeking out. Forsaken loses out.
No way.
How the hell is it always happening like this, man? Listen, pistol rounds be damned. These teams are going back and forth. Thrifty wins after the fact. It doesn't even matter.
I cannot believe at the end there that Trent was ready for the reswing. I mean, that just shows you how much they've adjusted their brain to deal with That reswing, there are so few players in the world that would do what Forsaken just did there on that timing, and somehow Trent snaps back to it and hits it mid-range with a stinger. Jing is going for a force by Judge, which implies that he's going to pick up the Judge again.
Banyak banget ngecek counter matinya nggak jelas mulu coba Bila.
Double of the same B exec maybe here? And we get to see some of the attacking theory from Paperrex, because if you're going to run a raise on your attack side and it's Jing, you're going to have some weird double flashback pathing. Otherwise, he might as well be playing, you know, like a Waylay or a Neon or something. Not that he particularly does very often.
Here he comes. Yeah, double satchel, straight into the smoke. That was layered down. It's almost like an anchor smoke that he wants to play around, weaving in and out. Gives him some cover to play in as well. Puts some uncertainty into the back of the minds of G2. Forces the drone out. Nice and early. That's walking up with it as well. Not to reveal the hand, but does get the reveal off still. Plant down for Paperrex.
Not very much space in the post plant though.
I never want to count them out though. Salvos. At least just a one saved for this moment. Jonah deals a divine. He was going for a flank of his own. Big ass map, so that paranoia is going to be gliding forwards alongside the flash. Anything to try and push them back still. It's a gun differential at this point. Raining true, and they've managed to spot out Jing. No way! Jing claims two!
He ran out of bullets!
Still the damage done. These players are barely alive, just on a shred of HP. And simple towards the end of it, as scary as it looks in the midst.
He went for the ult towards the end, hoping that even with a fraction of HP between the two players, the ult would work, yeah. I'm finding it hard to criticize. Maybe Alex and Minnie will be losing their minds in the coaching booth, but when you're when you've just been gifted 2 kills inside a smoke like that, and you have your ult online in round 15, the third round of the half, I'm not mad about it. You know, you can send that kind of stuff. That really looked like Paperrex might be able to get a Thrifty back in the other direction. So they're not going for another play with the Judge and another fast pop round.
Jing's got a bulldog.
They're going for something slow, trying to work a pick here with their superstar player. Something looking like in best in the world form, but needs a little bit of assistance to get on some good lines to be able to activate. On the attack side, had a slower opening here on KERETA, actually. Wasn't dominating. That was Forsaken's job.
Spam coming from the side of Jonah P's on, so something knows that something is up.
Pakai di drone lagi, bro.
On aggro line. Same could be said for Jorgamo.
Just gets another gate crash up too. And when you have Jorg fighting here, you can afford to stack 3A. And Devi, I think, has broadly failed in his job at pushing back Jorgamo on B main.
G2 are ready for a tussle. It's going to come down to the aim though, and a shot's fired. Oh, that was a jump spot from long range. Something still creeping ever so steadily up towards this angle. Paranoia will be a bit of respect forced out of it. Prowler into the corner gives the acknowledgement here to Paperrex, but the salvos are slowing them down. That is seconds left. Util being bled out of this G2 squad. Nade rebounding, second wave of salvos. Seas does connect again. It's all meant to try and slow them down, but again, not much left in the tank here for G2. It comes down to the weaponry at this point. Gunplay, and how well can you trade each other out? Both satchels used. Just crouch peeking into it. Jing dismissed readily. Reaction time test.
Apa sih?
All pays off here for the G2 players. Very ready for the fight that was coming their way.
Aduh, apa sih aneh banget,
Fundamentally better
Cok?
round there from G2 than what Paperrex were up to. They didn't push the aggressive Yoru
Masuknya bingung banget, Cok. Kayak tinggal padahal biar bisa nggak ini Essential ya.
Game, G2 had 3 players, the strong side in the right place on A. And then one of the things I think that G2 have been amazing at on Keren, even when the map wasn't working for them, is their hold over towards the A side. I think they do a great job of playing these nice corners, crossfires, and using Valen's smokes to make it really tough for the attacking team to actually get onto the site.
Si Jing burik banget Jing hari ini, guys. Bisa kenceng aja dong, Jing. Melek dong, Jing.
Paperrex back down onto a bad buy.
Paladin does clear out Jorg from that spot. Again, not so ready to count out Paperrex, even when they are on the worst buy. Same idea as when Jing had that judge the first time. Inserts himself into deep smoke, lay it down for him.
I'd like to see them do this on a rifle round because they get into a nice position. This time they're fighting
forwards, yes, into elbow. Oh wow, the Paranoia is only going to be connecting onto the one, only onto the one. Leaf has to be that difference maker, but a re-swing out. Pacman more than ready for it. Trent is in a sticky spot. The situation here is going to be a bit dire for him, but the faster try and set him up. Something still hits that. Nightbot now scatters forward.
Nice.
Something delivering, hammering out the shots. G2 with the amble in this situation. Big light up from the horns. This is all going their way. Chaos is where Paperrex thrive.
A Mastercard Thrifty again in this series. So many of them. And this time, it's this guy on your screen, Something. Turns the flash. He knew that something like that was coming towards him. Turns it, deals with Trent. Then catches it onto Jorg, who's holding the angle. I mean, Jorg is ready for it. But Something's a little quicker. Sometimes you watch this guy and it feels like he can do no wrong. But that was a pivotal one to get Paperrex back into this match.
Nggak ketawa-ketawa, bro, padahal
the attacking ideas, apart from this B exec, don't look amazingly strong. The B exec, though, does look difficult to deal with. I think you've got to be putting somebody in a position where they can sit inside that smoke. I mean, getting someone in a spot where they can fight B main if Jing's pathing isn't in that direction.
Di sini tegang, di sana ketawa-tawa.
Just sit inside of it and wait for Jing to land on your lap.
The tough thing, I mean, listen, the tough thing about that is you are going to be contesting for shotgun.
Yep.
So, yeah, sitting down and maybe buy a shotgun of your own.
You could
hold a shorty out if they do blue that smoke up.
Buying a shorty is a nice idea because then you're not ruining yourself if they go for a different type of hit. But these are, you know, we're talking about this. We've got full information.
Sure.
We've got time to sit here and not have to think about our own game and our own role to spitball ideas. These guys on both sides are having to live react to new things that they're seeing being thrown at them here on Keren. Because Paperrex, you've never seen tape on what they've been playing. You've never seen these kind of site execs come through before because no one else does stuff like that. And for G2, no one else plays their comp either. So Paperrex have got one VOD of the way that G2 play this. And a couple of days of practice during those off days between groups and playoffs.
Ini sebenarnya lebih oke sih bang, nggak tahu guys. Soalnya duelistnya ya nggak mungkin Something main ini soalnya.
Bit of spam on either side here, straight down mid. Dorgamo gets a bit of info as well just before the gate crash expires, so it goes both ways.
I think he's noted 3 players in mid there. But it doesn't really tell you what side they're going to end on, so a 2-1-2 defense for G2. What the...
There's no way. What is that by Forsaken?
Well, he definitely didn't think that Trent was there. I'll tell you that one for free.
Punish for it.
Well, that's your solo smokes player going down with a minute still on the clock.
Something now committing an ult.
They're going to have to dig themselves out of this one.
2 players spotted. Gate crashing spawn as well, but he's going to be... Then loose for the ult, forcing the reclearance here and respect by G2. All of A is open as a result of this. The pressure coming his way, making it feel like it could have been that B split.
Literally 5 players all reacting to that ult, and now G2 realize what a mistake they've made. Paperrex not only have the site, but can now get into really deep positions. You're going to have to clear so many angles and corners, maybe even a mid-lurk.
Long rotation times as Thorns in through CT.
Itu masih Jing mati dah.
This could be how Paperrex win a 4v5, another 4v5.
Big ults on the side of G2 though to potentially clear this one out. See if they choose to use it. Smoke off onto elbow. Thorn's going to be deaded off. Sees, connects. They see that. The trail points it out. Jing rebounds with a salvo as well. He's out into the open. Patman trying to help out as well through mid. Looking down this avenue. He knows where most of the ire is coming from. Devi shuts him down. 1, 2, 3 shots. He's looking for that 4 off his team. Helps him out for it. Sublime stuff from Devi.
Looking incredible there with the aim and reaction times. Nothing that G2 could do about that. So focused on dealing with Jing on the other corner. A wider swing from Jorgamo. You watch this, and because the reactions are so fast from Devi, it just looks like G2 are not even attempted to trade each other. But that's one of the best teams in the world at trading right there. In fact, by the numbers, the best team in the world at trading each other. And Devi's just made them look like noobs.
9-9. Big ult expended as well. Jonah P. snapping to the side. Still wants to really gear herself up and try and take that fight, but his own head that gets ripped off in exchange for it. Traded. Paperrex now speeding up towards A. Making us feel like a full-on hit, which it seems like it is. The spike is making its way over into that direction. Slowed down, though, by the salvos. G2 trying to buy themselves time to get back in. Paranoia. It's the one wave of things. Tap of the plant. Another wave of util. Salvo's doing a lot of damage, and a flash on top of it.
Kena util mulu mereka, Cok.
Weaponry in the hands of G2. Still, they might be able to make the most of it. And Leaf is going to get his chance now to really show up. It's a reaction time test that he just does not pass. Paperrex now. They have that open avenue, and they're going to be jumping on it.
Jorg and Trent trying to head them off, but I don't think they're going to be fast enough here.
That angle is just filthy from Forsaken, man. You don't expect him to be up here.
He's
Perched
so
up like a bird.
He really is.
Davi jauh
I
banget.
think they've dealt with the danger now. Finding that kill onto Leaf was like opening a release valve. All of the pressure dissipating, and Paperrex now taking the lead on this map. A couple of really important rounds here that they've put together. And Paperrex have such a nice idea on their eco rounds. You see G2 forced down onto a Thrifty and can't quite find it. Still some big ults as well for Paperrex, especially Devi's.
I'm looking to go down to the spike here, but
Nice, Batman.
Him up instead. And you're right. I mean, the idea is still being put together on either side here, but it's Paperrex now with the lead by 1, 10-9.
Good trade onto Jonah. Yeah. Just making sure that he's not able to get a second in that kind of spot. That's crazy.
Yeah, you just don't expect. You don't expect it to be up there.
Video again,
Paperrex can be so late to corrode in terms of ideas that they're showing, and yet still very innovative.
Going you're right, if I lost your man, baby, you
being able to find the right moments as well to take those peaks, and the aim on top helps out. That is an operator in the hands of Jorg, though.
Ya, smokernya habis, Cok.
Play it down and out for the count.
Big adjustment here from G2, using a Paranoia early, getting the op onto a deep line as well. So now Paperrex are going to have to slowly try to re-clear over towards A with their Fade utility. Meanwhile, G2 can start adjusting and spread back out into a normal defensive setup. And actually, these players over towards A haven't heard anything going on towards A main. So the drone comes out, confirms presence towards B. And it's on Trent and Leaf to try to hold.
Still guarded. It's not going to be overlapping most of this one here still. Players trying to hold this one down. And Leaf intentionally maybe even just getting caught into this one, but he does shut down Jing nevertheless. He was vulnerable up. The Classic makes short work of him. Holding onto that elbow control. It's a critical element, G2. It went wrong for them in the past with these B hits.
A 3v5 again. Paperrex have been winning these.
Position is something in it. It's going to be filthy stuff. Still, Dimensional Drift should clear him. He's spotted out here. 2 players now noted, making comms noted to the team. And in through that smoke as well, just pings as he exit onto the ult. It's all coming out from that link angle. It's up to something and Patman. Can they punch a hole through this one? Flipped on its head. Spike being diffused, stuck all the way. The coverage is in sight for G2. They got bodies on bodies here. Ready to fight to the bitter end, and they bring it level now, 10-10.
Those are the kind of rounds that Josh will have been talking to them about at the end of Lotus. How losing those player advantage spots was letting the map slip away from them. This, very disciplined. A utilization of an ult as well, by the way. Jorg choosing to use this one and got tons of information and a kill there, as you pointed out, onto Devi. And then so many bodies.
Udah mau 11 lu, bro.
And something doing anything towards the end there. 10-10. Leaf with an ult and a judge to play inside of, but might get run down on B.
There's a lot of presence coming towards him. Has to take a timing past that corner. They know exactly where he is. There's spam coming through. Decay down, seized up into a spot.
How has he lived? The nade and the seize looked so good. He's got 2 HP.
Barely alive. It's long range as well. Supplementary util.
Come on,
One
Matty.
salvo used by Trent to try and help him out, so nobody could really cross past the boundary.
If you look at that back in the VOD and you're one of the Paperrex coaches, you're thinking, man, that is so unfortunate. We played that pretty perfectly at the start of the round.
There's going walkabouts here. There's so many angles to contest and account for. This is ridiculous stuff. He's straight past it. I mean, Divide.
And not even punished.
Yeah, not expecting it. No trade in sight because Jing's got the
Jingnya takut banget, Cok.
Jing
Okay,
one
judge
away
lagi,
from
bro.
being able to get his showstopper online. Would have loved to play for A main.
Making moves now towards A. That's a shot to the head, though. The wall just saving Valen in a spot like that, and still, Jonapy squares up. TP up to mid, Forsaken.
Yeah, this is mad. They're pinging out towards it. Jorg is looking for it with an op in spawn.
Yeah.
But Trent is actually really important here.
I'm trying to hold this one back. He's feeling the heat now. He's turned up all the way. What is that? Shots are fired.
Ah, Jason gak ready, bro.
Players starting to flood in their way through. Jing has an ult to work with. But in a 2v4, looking for another kill, I think, to
Ya
really set the
elah.
pace. And maybe given that allowance to use it. It's not going to be quite the case.
Hey,
Trent
Jing nembak
is on
apa sih?
top form.
Cok, si Jing nembak apa sih, bro?
The onslaught that was from Paperrex.
Hey, come on, man, tuh kill gampang,
The shots he
Jing.
hit as well are spectacular flicks. Leaf lucky to survive at the start of the round. Jonah going walkabouts, really got a read on how to defend A and find timing.
Dia malah main pisau si Jason, bro, anjir.
Magic.
Lihat.
Winning 3 separate 1v1s with a Vandal at close range. Popping off.
Wah, gak jelas banget,
Giving
Cok,
his team the
anjir.
lead. Jing, though, did get that showstopper up. Does have the judge. Same B exec looking like it's going to be run here again.
Leaf is not in a spot to really contest this one, but he's found a pocket to play in. It's his own smoke that's bloomed and blossomed the showstopper. Not finding any marks. Bit of clearance is needed here, but they don't expect this. Haunt over, Forsaken. Not getting the read on it. It's a time of the plant. TP behind. TP behind. Man, he just missed each other. It's all down to this. And the okay, judge in the hands. It's all chaotic.
What a crazy round.
Could have been anyone's game there. It is traded. Now to Nightbot. It's going to be scattering. Ults on ults to try and find this. Jing presses forwards. There's an advantage to be found. And he's hunting it out. Pouncing on the chance. Full control in towards Link. And they've given up elbow as a result of it. But Paperrex still ingrained. Good positions to be held. Just comes down to the shots. And with something missing that one, Valen, he might have just opened this up for them. It's a 3v3. Try lays it down at least without flash. Shots and fights all going their way. Jorgamo tries to get it done.
Gitu dong.
But not
Katain,
fast
bro.
enough. Paperrex level it out, 11-11.
They were very set up in that post-plant scenario at the end there. Absolute chaos. Love the idea from Leaf. Really sneaky player. But that teleport bent his brain, and he couldn't quite find the trade there. Or rather, the second kill. Jing did get the trade. It's this final play towards the end, actually, though, in the 3v3 that wins it out for Paperrex. I believe it was Divine
Dia pas
setting up
tempe
his
kelihatan
post-plant
teman-teman, guys.
flash. Allowed him to get the kill onto Valen and grab the others too. 11-11, again, exactly like Lotus. A 6-6 half into round 23, dead even again.
These teams could not be more even. Taking chunks out of each other in the process. Heroics are needed on either side.
Main dua orang miskin, main
Incredible
sumpah,
that we
men.
get a match of this caliber to open up playoffs.
I know.
The bracket is stacked.
What a teaser.
Ulti, something ada ulti, bro. Mereka ada ulti nggak? Mereka nggak ada ulti, bro.
These have been working.
Nice.
So why switch it up? Why change it? Paperrex send it flying forwards here with dimensional drift from something to try and at least pave the way. Clears out most of the site. Gives him that info. The rest of his team can just walk into the fight now. G2 looking to play that retake. Spike down, gearing up. Refine into elbow. A lot of util flown forwards here. Jorgmo's going to be caught though, near-sighted. Worrying predicament that he could be placed in. Drone needs to be dealt with onto the side here. But the fight, brute force, no way!
Huh?
Forsaken!
Jason
Caught out to
ngapain
the
sih,
open
Cok?
there, tried to take the TV behind him to be that dagger in the back, but punished as a result. The pick could be exactly what G2 needed. The flood, the avalanche, now it's all falling to pieces, and it's going to come down to the individuals again. Divine and something, they have to do it all, and it leaves it down to just something Jorgamo with the defuse, stuck all the way.
Ngapain sih? Sumpah cok, bingung gua cok, Jason cok.
It's G2 up to 12.
Ngapain TP ke belakang coba guys?
From Lotus flipped on its head. G2 get up to map point. That stick into spawn. Jonah P, I think, is so aware to be able to catch what kind of play, what kind of absolute insanity Forsaken is up to next. And this time the flash from Devi watched for, and they weren't caught in the same way by those. Devi's actually coming into this round with no armor, deciding to force up into it while Leaf picks up a judge.
Padahal tinggal fokus jaga side guys, sudah menang sumpah guys.
Again maybe, or just fighting for the space early on.
This time though, G2 are ready for it. Will it be OT? Or will it be map 3?
A bait and switch over here looks like a really nice adjustment. When the boom bot's broken that early on though, warning signs, alarm bells should start to ring in the heads of Paperrex.
Yeah, there's never been that much pushback early on before.
Absolutely. Now, they have played around where Jorg just got posted on B and it let them triple stack on A, but this time, of course, because Leaf is tucked in this corner, you can't get 3 players stacked on the A side.
Something's found the timing in through Link. They think mid's clear, I think, from the drone. So yeah, this gets taken down. One away from the ult. Could be pivotal. Jing ends up getting a kill. They're not shy. Now starting to get a bit of a move on. Satchel's forwards as well. It's all on Jonah P. It's a nade at his feet, a flash on top of it. The salvos to try and help him out. Again, that util comes in handy. C's laid out on top of it. Again, the second wave of the salvo.
Lagi, anjing.
All an attempt to punish. 2 players being caught and collected. 30 seconds left. And it's going to come down to the gun duel. It's going to come down to it here and now. Cross the back.
Kena hit mulu belakangnya dah.
To a 3v3. Armageddon. Plant down. Pac-Man with a full commit.
Does he get out?
Full stick. And he can't escape it. Goes down with the ship. But it might just be your G2 sailing into Ascent to bring us all the way. Something is going to have to go huge. Planted for him. A flash dodged and avoided. Jorgo puts his body on the line, but it's played perfectly. Something. You can't be doing this to them. A tap from Trent trying to pull him out into the open once more.
Yes!
But it's all. God damn, something.
That is a monstrous clutch. Something's just won a 1v3 to push them to overtime.
The way he's played that in the finer moments.
Gila something, bro.
God, that's incredible. His ability to ISO once in that spot is immaculate. He sees the jump peak and he just swings to his right, knowing that Trent is going to come out after Jorg. I mean, that is why people are talking about him as the best player in the world.
And he's on his feet.
Of course he is.
Gila bro. Gila bro, tank Rusia nih bos.
Might be going to the lower bracket.
That's going to put a sour feeling at the bottom of your stomach if you are G2.
I mean, those are the kind of moments that stop G2 from being able to lift a trophy in Bangkok. It's that kind of stuff.
The heroics, the clutches, the mechanics on display. Quick thinking across the board for Paperrex here. Now will clear out the spot, so something again, we'll have to respect this one.
Devi was solo anchoring on B quite a lot in these kind of moments, but he was super good at it. He was contesting space, trying to fight people as they got in.
Devi saved this wall for after the clone. He's just put it down.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea. He was catching them a lot on Lotus. Good adjustment.
Deep drone. No signs of life.
They'll have heard this wall go down.
Yeah, placed down again. Have to be baited out, or you just move over it as a pack. 3-2-1 TP up towards the top. It's a full exec that's called for, but that flashes everything. Devi finds it in through the side. The trades on top. Jonah P still trying to play it forwards and not expecting that something could be on that corner. Lucky to be alive in a spot like this, but the paranoia is perfect once more. Forsaken going to lay claim to the site and how this team survive.
Gila something,
it looked
bro.
for a moment like something might be denied by the Prowler in his face. But the player that's just pulled off a 1v3 gets another triple kill to push Paperrex up to match point. Fighting, scrapping, high tempo, never letting the plant go down. Flashes raining in, constant pressure, constant disruption onto G2. And the coaches hit the panic button. It's not just strategic adjustments at this point.
Ya kayak ini guys, kayak belum dekat gitu.
You thought you'd won this map. You thought you had it.
Yeah.
And now you're having to play for your life in the upper bracket.
Lucu banget sih ini, Cok.
One more round goes against you, and you are in the alligator pit. There are 4 teams playing today, Brent, that people really highly rate. Paperrex and G2. Later on, you've got a great match between Fnatic and DRX. One of those teams could well win the tournament. One of those teams must go out in last place in playoffs.
That's the way it works.
That's just how the bracket works.
Yeah.
So, could it be either of these teams? It's almost unthinkable.
It ramps up the tension all the way if you go out here.
The
At this point,
opponents are just nasty that you're going to have to face. And if you want any chance of winning the trophy, if you lose this match, you've got to make a full lower bracket run.
Yeah. Doesn't get easier. You have to drag it back all the way to the bitter end. But G2, they are just trying to survive in this spot here.
Yeah.
Their minds are drifting over towards Ascent, thinking that they were going to be playing on that, and they need to lock in to the here
Pintu
and
CK
now.
man CK guys. Enggak lah.
Because one more round will do them in.
Their defensive play over towards A has been really nice. Jonah P's had such a great balance of playing the aggro and dropping back at the right times.
Hyper aggro stuff, that. Paperrex.
Feels like a fake though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
2 players waiting outside B. Spike starting to go in that direction. Something putting max pressure on. Drawing 3 defenders over towards the A side. And starting their bunker defensive protocols really early.
Moving over. Drone to re-clear this one, but all the players of Paperrex are grouping up over towards B. Twisting the tail that they're weaving, and now they're sending it flying forwards. They reveal their hand. It's up to Jorgamo. Can he try and put a stop to it? Ding! Finally there, but out wide into the open. These shots need to land, and land they will! It's all on Leaf, on his shoulders.
Anjing nggak dapat mulu. Openingnya padahal gampang loh guys. Aneh banget openingnya nggak masuk bro.
Paperrex have been amazing at winning when they've been down players, but not this heavy.
No, a spot like this when a spike is
nggak jelas
in enemy territory.
Tinggal bunuh 1 doang guys. Si Jing udah enak tuh.
G2 have persevered.
1 aja tadi Jing tuh dapet Jing.
Everything goes wrong. But from the way it's looking, very unlikely.
Constant smokes being refreshed in their faces.
Leaf has contact. As soon as he takes it, the players are going to swing out.
Still a lot of util available as well. Salvo, sorry, not Salvo, the stun, double flash.
Gonna skip past this. Just leaves it to Divido, and it is inevitable at this point. Time trickling down.
10 seconds left.
Body's reinforcing it. G2 are not finished yet. They want to survive.
That was such a nice idea from Paperrex as well, actually. I love what they called there. Putting early A pressure forced G2 to triple stack A, drop into really passive defensive position. And it opened up this massive gap on the B side where it looked like it was only Leaf home. And yet Jorgamo teleports just in the nick of time.
Nice round, Nate. You're insane, bro. You're insane.
Did you catch actually what Alex said there? He said we could have just walked in. The whole game plan is to open up the B side. And so he wanted his team to contact maybe even into that spot. Look at this clash.
Here it is. A brawl to gain the advantage. The edge onto Kuro between 2 of these teams have been so damn evenly matched. Paranoia sweeps. Salvo on top of it. Damage being done, but it's just tickling their feet. And a salvo. And the soul is on Leaf.
How's he got 3?
Where has he found that? The timing to be taken up mid. And he thrives underneath it.
Apa coba lihat.
Another huge numbers advantage for G2. Devi looking like the only player that could put a stop to it. They're going to go back into his kind of position. No, they take the safer rotate. Back fully through spawn. And not even making any noise. Trying to give as few sound cues, informational cues as possible to Paperrex. Relying on the fact that they're playing as a pack.
Bangsat lah.
Got to see that Leaf triple kill in a replay. He's just taking a fight over towards A-Link, but he got there so fast.
Had to be knife out. Just taking the timing from all that presence of Paperrex, trying to push back.
And Paperrex are playing mid pretty softly on the defense side.
Yeah.
In fact, you could argue both teams are. Both teams allowing the attackers to take a lot of mid control. And in the late round, in the post plan, Paperrex have actually been pushing like this. To G2 think about it, because otherwise things could get sticky here.
Onto the flank. Jonah P is inserted. He will be that first line of defense. Grouped up here. Patman and Devi trying to make the most of this situation now, but Keen's a good... Oh, it's going to be clean, and unfortunately, first one not going their way. Pac-Man even just revealing his position. And immediately you can see the G2 players scurrying forwards. Jonah P trying to buy time and try and take that fight, but no one really ready to trade off that. As an ult turns up, Nightfall now scatters, gives a confirmation. One player spotted. He doesn't know where Valen is. Horn even broken. Time ticking away.
Aduh, kalau dapat tuh guys, sumpah.
G2 though had it.
Kalau dapat tuh headshot ke kiri dapat tuh.
And once more they find themselves on the cusp of map point, on the cusp of potentially bringing this one to ascent. There's those kills.
What a triple kill
bro.
from Lee.
What is that?
Something was just going back to pick that up. In the back of something's mind, he's thinking there's a little timing through mid here. But he's a tad late to it, and Leaf strikes. 22 kills. 3 players. Absolutely cooking for G2, keeping their team in things. Forsaken's pulled out an attack Odin against Jonah P's defensive Odin here.
Potential for a bit of counter spam. He's doing it most of the time here. Paranoia sweeps on either side. A handshake at a Utah, but as soon as Jonah P reveals a fire, it could be going straight back at him. It's a
Apaan sih?
Thought he was set up for
Lari aja
success
terus
there with a
anjing.
fight potentially, but now it's all gone a little bit wrong here for Paperrex.
Gua nggak tahu lagi deh, cok, anjing kayak Jing kayak asal-asalan gitu guys masuknya guys.
But Jing just went too early.
Wah, aneh banget sumpah.
Valen off to the side as well, holding it
Oh,
down
udah sih ente.
at an avenue of his own. And he attempted a trade, it's just not in sight here. And we should be going to ascend. This is just a bloodbath and a blender that these players are being pulled into. Forsaken does at least collect the 1 kill. Spike in his hands. The players rapidly approaching.
If anyone could pull the magic out, it would be him.
1v3, he's got to try and find these players and see if he can collect the kills. It's all Valen though, puts him in the grave. And sends us all the way to ascend a map 3.
Berak lah pakai map 3 lagi bangsat. Nah, tadi Jing mainnya aneh banget guys, kayak nge-swing-swingnya nanggung-nanggung gitu loh, swingnya nanggung terus guys. Nanggung banget nge-swingnya guys ya tadi guys, kayak sendiri-sendiri gitu loh. Esen lagi bro. Aduh Esen lagi bro, kalau Esen mah. Esen pusing pala gue bro. Kalau Esen sih agak ngeri-ngeri sedap ya guys ya. Pusing gua guys, pusing gua guys. Susah nih bro, dikasih lagi bro, dikasih main bro, jitunya bro. Nonton apa guys? Nonton siapa? Nonton siapa guys? Nonton siapa guys? Nonton si nonton Ruby nggak sih? Nonton Ruby cukup penasaran dia RP jadi apa guys? Susah bang map 3 nih, makanya coba udah gue pusing banget guys map 3-nya, masalahnya mapnya ini lagi babi.
Dia biar bensin dia bayarin. Enggak saya bayar bensin dia. Dia jadi saya sewa untuk ngopangin saya
Kita
gitu.
coba ya, kenceng nih mobilnya. Pegangan ya, Felix.
Aman saja. Memnya pembalap ya?
Iya.
Tapi saya terakhir dibawa cowok cewek yang bawa mobil terbang.
Urusan bang ya mana ada, gue makan mulu.
Kanan mem. Kan?
Stop ya muka aku terus ya. Gila jago banget aku naik mobilnya. Rara, stop ya Rara.
Sendiri aja tidak ada keluarga atau bagaimana?
Ada.
Pu gimana Pu? Paperrex Pu pusing pala gue Pu.
Ya keluarga kamu di mana?
Pusing Pu.
Aku di
Kayo.
negara asalku.
Oh enggak di sini, keluarga di sini. Dia di sini juga atau tidak?
Aduh, tidak ada.
Pelan mem.
Di mana parkirnya?
Pikir. Tuh rame tuh. Mobil-mobil burging. Itu perinya.
Rindu bah rindu.
Itu depan kiri ini mas.
Salah lagi.
Duh, aku udah lama gak bangun. Itu.
Berita langitnya belum ada, cuy.
Kenapa dia, Cok?
Bos.
Ini kenapa mati, guys? Gak jelas banget, Cok. Tiba-tiba CK anjing liat nih orang-orang, Cok. dia mati, Cok. Liat, Cok. Gak jelas banget, Cok. Kenapa dia pada CK?
Robot kita udah habis baterainya, guys.
Rindu.
Aduh, sakit banget.
Kenapa jadi pada CK, Cok? Cerita cinta tiada habisnya. Nggak jelas pada mati CK anjing. Pas banget Rubicu masuk guys ya. Kita tuker Rindu sama Rubicu ya. Parah banget. Agak parah banget ya, lumayan parah ya. Parah banget, pas banget ya. Rubicu masuk kotak kita tuker kali ya. Parah banget, pas banget kan ya kan. Parah banget. Gue lagi stres sih, tim gue aja malah CK anjing. Emang babi, Cok. Transfer pemain, jinx. Dia mau masuk gangster, dia capek kali di HT gitu doang guys, bosan.
Ya gimana tapi siap dilanjutkan. Iya, gak sabar.
Ajakin Bunda nyanyi, Pei. Yar, lu mau gak Yar collab sama gue nyanyi, Yar? Kita bikin lagu, Yar.
Pei nyanyi ngeselin banget, Cok. Pusing gue anjing, harusnya bisa menang, guys. Pakai kalah, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? I'm on my way. I need my 90 and now can't still lay. Apa nih DJ trompet Brazil bro? What the fuck? Gak jelas banget, gak jelas.
Rindu, Cici Atena udah ninggalin aku. Masa kamu ninggalin aku?
Coba
Ini kenapa panjang banget ya? Ini ngapain guys?
Pantasan bos bilang jangan pacaran.
Jelas banget.
Pantasan bos bilang jadi kita harus gak punya hati. Bener bos.
Jelas banget. Jelas banget. Jelas banget. CK-nya gara-gara cinta.
Lu keluar sekarang, Zo. Keluar lu. Keluar sekarang lu. Lu keluar.
Jelas banget, Cok. Anjing lah. Gak tau ah. Fokus Paperrex dulu guys. I want to win my game. Aduh, Asen anjing, Asen. Asennya G2 tuh rapi so gue, bro. I'm alive this time, day. Last time. Saatnya Gecko tampil, Bang. Gecko tampil mana tuh? Gue lupa deh di Emerald Play itu kalau CK itu cuma mobil sama rumah kan bisa diambil, guys. Bisa dikasih, guys. Kalau ini bisa nggak? Kalau apa sih? Kalau duit nggak bisa ya? Duit nggak bisa di ini. Cuma mobil doang ya bisa. Coba nggak bisa deh, bro. Sage lagi. Feeling gue gak enak, bro, sumpah, bro. Leave keluar lagi chamber anjing lah.
Sage and the boss that coming into this tournament, how she could be different. Probably we're thinking more in the hands of Davai, but I want to see him shine. I think that in the first map, he was one of the catalysts of them managing to get the win, but I saw him a little bit missing on this second one. For the side of G2, with the amount of deco that Trent has played, I hope he definitely knows how to drone. I'm going to be paying attention to the rest of the lineups, though.
A lot of control on that Paperrex side, right? You
Absolutely.
got a lot of control. You got that Sage lockdown sites. You have that Vice to lock down sites. Curious to see though how G2 break through this and try and play to those advantages.
Di map punya 100% G2, bro.
Yeah. I want to I want to see a G2 that is still going for those kind of plays. I think that Joe has been excellent throughout the tournament. Here again, he just needs to triple down on it.
All right, folks, well, let's go ahead and send it back to your casters. Let's get map 3 underway. Here's Brennan Sideshow.
Could we have it any other way between these two teams? Map 3 is it's double Sentinel versus double Sentinel. You're seeing a lot of head-to-heads being made manifest here. The Duelist is something, and Jorgamo going to be battling in that Yoru head-to-head. And you've also got their own little twists, I suppose, as well on the double Sentinel comps that are being played.
Absolutely.
Leaf on the Chamber. Can he have that continuation of form from that last map where he was such a heavy hitter?
He's been outrageous in terms of their opening kills as well. He's 9-1 in the match so far.
Ayo bisa guys.
To first death. So Leaf is absolutely someone to keep your eye on. Paperrex though, with this composition, they struggle on the attack side. They need to put together an incredible defense, which means pistol rounds like this, mighty important.
They've got an idea for it. A lot of players looking down mid as well for that peak, expecting Leaf to be down there, but he's also done the damage just before he's gone down.
Technically another opening kill.
Exchange on either side. You can immediately see Paperrex are able to reinforce up most of the B site. Slow going for G2. They don't want to rush into anything.
You've got the wall placed down over here as well towards Catwalk, so it's going to stop any potential pivot. You cancel a B hit. Normally you want to go up through something like Catwalk. Well, that's not really available to you, at least for the next 30 seconds. And Leaf was the player controlling over towards A main, so you've got to be slightly concerned that some nutcase on Paperrex could have gone walkabouts in A main, because they're the kind of team that does that.
Could be the case. They're also going to be walking straight into Thorns laid down early. Jing with 2 slows.
Absolutely. It's about whether or not he can get them off in time, though. G2 could push him. Force him to keep his gun out.
Yeah. One layer of it now. TP into the back. Thorns in Jenny.
He's done a good job at slowing them down. Look how fast Forsaken's coming.
Jump with a tag. He knows he's there. Jorgamo tight to the corner here. Actually, a bit of awareness.
Halo, ya, apa kabar kok?
Nggak baik.
Lah, menang ini timnya bisa.
Enggak, mapnya tadi harusnya menang tuh Del 2-0 Del. Aduh.
Udah lah, kok tim gue udah pulang kok.
Kita masih bersyukur guys.
Ya, bersyukur kan, masih ada kan kok ya kan.
Masih ada bawah sih kalau kalah, tapi amit-amit kalah ya guys ya. Amit.
Gue kira lu udah di kota kok.
Belum ini.
Yang jual mobil gue aja masih WP anjir, gue P2. Ya enggak FP. Tuh, gelo PRX, ayo let's go.
Nice.
Untouchable on pistol rounds, it feels like
Ada
recently.
kota.
The ghost in
Kalah
hand.
sini ketemu
Aku lagi.
And
Aku WP sama adminnya.
Now this
Biar
one,
kalian diem
maybe a bit fortunate in terms of the 4v5.
Aku disuruh kota terus kok.
Iya tadi Jambu udah duluan tadi. Sore.
Iya, baru bilangnya bareng ya. Abis ini kan.
Di sini ya langsung kalau mau.
With the ghost.
4
able to
kill, bro.
carry them through. And they've been averaging like 30% of their 4v5
Bagus sih rumahnya
wins
guys.
across this match so far. It didn't really
Kevin
slow
mana
down
tuh main
that
gak
much
WP
on
dia?
Corona.
Apa WP juga dia?
Scouting kimchi. Dia tadi WP tapi ada urusan mendadak.
Oh udah kelar berarti.
Struggled a little bit with
doang.
this composition.
Give it an eye as well on the angle that Leaf loves to play.
Anjir.
Very aware.
Nice banget.
Homework.
Ayo dong, nyala dong biar 2-0, biar 2.
Same spot he swung from in round 1.
Yeah.
Boleh nggak jadi?
Going to be the one controlling A main early.
Let's go.
Nice.
And already going for the quick clean
Gila.
towards B main, ensuring there's no players.
Lu di mana? Di Twitch ya?
That one still.
Enggak, gue di YouTube.
YouTube?
Menit berapa kok?
17, 16, 15.
Oh, gue udah 12.
Mantap, salah.
Something goes down 1 point away from getting his ult online.
6, 5,
Slightly easier to deal with Paperrex maybe in round 3.
2, 1.
But the net is tight.
Oh, gue tikar.
And Trent.
Nice banget Paperrex.
Paperrex deal with the
Om Z,
fairly
welcome
easily.
Om Z. Miss, City Miss. Ya guys, di sini kita City ya.
Paperrex have so many tools to be able to work with on this defense side, but for whatever reason, they haven't looked perfect with it.
Bisa guys.
Running this comp. If they tighten it up and they put together a great defense half,
Gue nggak tahu nih.
that'll change
Ya
the
RP
narrative
curut
on
malu
a
kayak
set
curut aja nggak sih
quite a
nyentuh
lot. Normally the way that G2 like to play though is that they get Leaf onto deep angles over towards, fighting B main or fighting catwalk, fighting market. These 3 areas of the map
Kita
are
IRL
crucial.
ya.
They also like attack opping.
Kalem gini kok.
With Leaf
Panik,
playing
gua panik.
quite a lot.
Deg-degan ya pasti guys, kayak gue nonton T1 kemarin ini. Coba mancing skip.
A lot of early util denied on the side of G2, but the drone wasn't. So, see, Leaf has managed to slip himself into more forward
nice.
approach. Clone.
Aman.
Eats a
Duh,
bullet.
70 doang.
Good protocol for taking a bit of cat control there without a smoke. Actually getting deep onto this
Mainnya
line.
kosong, aman.
And they've set Leaf up to take a fight over towards, deep
Masih
spawn
mau lompat
market,
TP nih.
something like that.
Lompat TP nih.
Very wide face. Good
Nice.
adjustment by Jaw, but he oversteps himself.
Nice trade.
Jing is going to be putting him in his place still.
Ya
Awareness
elah.
there from Patman, still watching that angle, but Jonah P has found it. Targets are toppling, and now Devi is going to be the one under that pressure. He's going to try and hold them back now, just with that stinger.
Ya elah.
But as he's placing the util, that's a pretty poor timing to be taking. Leaf running a mockery over him right now. This seems to be aware of the fact Jing does return that fire, but he's got the rifle and he's looking to get out while he can.
They don't need to
Pada
save
nggak
this
aware
one.
guys tadi guys.
Jing looking like he doesn't want to take the 1v3.
Aduh.
Timing.
Playing his life in this kind of spot. So
Gue
around
langsung sumpah.
expected for G2 to be able to
Biar-
take
biar
this
di-
one. One of the easier ones that they'll have in this attack side when the economy is slightly weaker for Paperrex. Wasn't massively weaker though, and G2 did exploit a lot of gaps here. The pathing when you look for Leaf, he takes a drone down mid and then he's walking all the way around into spawn.
Ini strategi menyala guys.
That's
Strategi aja
potentially
menyala
something
guys ya.
that Patman will look to plug up. Patman actually went forwards into B main, looking to try to take the fight into Jonah P instead of covering that.
Terus stats-nya kurang ya Del yang ini Del.
And so I think
Enggak, nanti pas playoff beda.
Ini playoff kan?
Oh, pas final beda.
Pas top 3 kan baru beda. Tapi untuk playoff champion sih kurang banget maksudnya. Kurang gede. Kayaknya di Eropa nggak banyak ini deh. Nggak banyak tempat bagus deh. Nggak kayak Cina guys. Cina sama apa? Cina sama ini.
Itu mah
Sama US.
That's true. Yeah. It's made them enjoyable to watch for sure.
5 juta udahan pacaran sama Mel. Oke, sini.
As an operator
Gue
and an
ngejar,
ult,
sumpah.
so they can play for a bit of a retake setup and get him posted on aggressive lines. He's looking for Leaf at top mid, but the rest of G2 in A main.
Flash in your face alongside the dart. Top broken in time, so he gets a clearance into A main. Smokes though, layered on top of one another. Bit of presence now backing away. Something has been using his ult for more just mid-round information. Especially on the slower attack side rounds of G2, so he might choose to do the same as Gate Crash fading. Not too worried about it though, he can even use his own ult as a bit of an exit strategy if he gets caught there. He's going peeking past mid.
He gets smoked off, and he just walks in front of it.
Doesn't care.
Paperrex things. And now he's got the feeling that they're not actually taking mid, so he's looking to punish where else they could be.
Trent jump spotting, but
Aduh.
goes a little bit wrong as a shot to the knee.
Kakinya doang.
Through the wall,
sayang banget.
and probably to the knee. 51 health is what Trent's working with here, trying to
Kalau nonton
give
tim
a
lain,
picture of
boleh.
where G2 are trying to end. And
Lihat something.
Potentially just a half armor, but something is punished nevertheless.
Nice. Di
Forward flying without dimensional drift to trying to clear up most of this one. Does spot Devi through the back, pings across the board here. Wall's going to be tripped out. Jorgamo. Contest here. Tangle with Devi. 1v1 onto the side, that could mean absolutely everything still. They haven't dealt with him. Drifting in, they're not really taking this fight together. Devi, the chance.
Ya elah.
As well. He's going to be sent straight back.
Ada yang aware gitu, bro.
Spectate now and watch as Forsaken. Isn't really going to be making a play towards this one, not on a 1v4.
This is one of those classic examples of a great round put together on the attack side by G2.
Oh, defense-nya dikurang gini.
Their game plan with this composition has been better than any other team. The way that they escort their chamber player, whether it's Paperrex or Leaf, onto such good positions. Here, Leaf completely countered the play that something was going for. And I think especially against a team that loves to peak on defense, Leaf could just fry. This could be a map where Leaf runs away with things in this half. It's going to have to be something the Paperrex are very, very aware of. Because they do love to dry challenge.
Nice.
Forsaken keeps his gun. It's going to be helpful because the economy is not in a good spot.
Yeah.
Jason bunuh 3.
Yeah, this is a team that loves trying to take a
Mungkin dong.
Kalau nggak
And
clutch,
if you're
kalau nggak
facing into
clutch,
Leaf's
beliin
off
Chrome
or his
Heart.
outlaw, wherever you go, you're going to have a really bad time of things. And he's fast enough to get set up.
Ya ampun, ding.
And there's only a fraction of a
Ini
moment.
dilompatin, guys.
A rough wrong jog, but he actually
Apaan
plays
itu?
that really nicely. The Euro ult, and then the patience to just control the site, keep Devi locked into.
Padahal udah di delay lama banget itu, guys, tadi di BM ini.
Time out here for Paperrex. Adjustments to be made. I mean, listen, it's 2-2 for now, but that's off the back of the pistol round win. The follow-up. But now G2, when you think of them as a team as well stylistically, I would always say that G2 is kind of their favorite play style. Into double sentinel, you always want to be playing slow, controlled, working the map, trying to pull the util out. That is the bread and butter of G2. It's where they thrive. For Paperrex, it does kind of.
Gue baru tau tuh, Del. Ada coach mini di situ.
They do like to peek a lot, but when
Itu coachnya Fnatic yang dulu.
the comp restricts them. They don't like to be
Nggak
restricted.
tahu gue juga, nggak ada tes apa-apa tiba-tiba duduk di situ.
Lah yang lama Panda mana Panda?
Panda masih ada kan, dia kan bukan asisten coach, dia performance coach.
Because in the second round of Bandits, they got rid of Haven. It's not a map that they
Nggak, itu
enjoy
harusnya
playing, actually really good at it. And they play
harusnya
way
di
late
nonsin,
over
tapi nggak tahu dah kenapa nggak di nonsin.
astoundingly difficult to deal with. And I think that would have been a more interesting question for G2. Do you want to play Haven or do you want to play Sunset? Rather than giving them a scent towards the end. So certainly if we do see a rematch between these two teams
Duitnya banyak
later on
lagi,
in the
Cok.
tournament, this is
OP lagi,
one
dikasih
area
OP
that I
list, bro.
expect Paperrex would make a change.
pantesan
I
dia
don't think
marah-marah.
they would want to end here. With me having said that, maybe Paperrex come out with a win in the end anyway. But at the moment,
Batman belum
this
nge-kill
defense
Batman.
half not looking too great, and it only takes a few on the attack side to feel like you're in a dire spot defending on a set.
Flash forward as the play again, trying to take this one with a lot of confidence, but not too much more in terms of follow-up.
Reconnya nggak ditembak ya?
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's a Forsaken difference.
Okay, but that is one of the only 2 rifles that they had in that round, and that's fairly unrecoverable.
But a quick scope. Missed something.
A lot of respect from Leaf there.
Yeah, still alive. Quick reactions as well, just to peel himself back. That much being done. Stray shots as well, just in case there's that util forwards as Wall. Difficult to deal with.
That teleport all the way right behind Devi. I think he'll have heard it.
Ini kalau G2 ya guys, detik 30 baru dijalanin misalnya.
He's gearing up on Paperrex side as well, looking to see if they can take a bit of a fight, but that's a triple face over wall, onto the wall, it's going to be triggered, still blinded up, that's a near side onto either side, dropping down, just to manage in time, G2.
Missed ya.
Crack open that side. Jiggins going to make a play for it, still Leaf has got this one locked,
Nice.
shot, onto that jump spot and jump
Yeah.
with just the Bulldog. The best weapon for the job.
Spike planted.
Maybe able to give himself something a little bit
Ya
better.
elah, dia lompat-lompat, Bro.
On his heels.
Aman dia mau ambil senjata.
Had Devi had a rifle in that spot, maybe we'd be looking at a
Tuh
different
defender map ini, bro. Ya Allah.
Paperrex finding it hard to force a fight. They look to try to fight here through tiles. G2 punish. They
Kalau
tried
ini
to
satu map
force a fight
rata-rata
over
berapa
towards
menit?
A main. Gelato area.
Alpha miss bro itu bro. Ya miss 20 peluru dia.
Bunker set up on B.
Coba kamu nonton, kamu daripada nonton dari Dedor Kota, kamu nonton dari Dedor yang ini coba. Seru ini, sumpah.
All right, op v op now. Not necessarily looking at each other. Leaf instead getting posted in A main. Wine to clear.
TP into Wine.
Yeah.
And a double face. That's a quick TP straight out. Jordan,
Aduh, apa
punish onto the
sih?
main player.
Dia tahu defending ya.
That should be the round. G2 are going to slow
Biasa
it down
ambil temponya gitu, bro.
But the drone is going to give them info that the site is theirs to take. And a 5v3. They had cleaned up quite a lot of those, even though I was saying they were losing advantage spots. G2 were great when they had this level of advantage on Corrode.
Paperrex immediately going for the save as well. They don't want to play towards it. Already 2 players down. An operator in the hands of
Harusnya harusnya emang 2-0, kalau satu sama bahaya soalnya.
So
Mapnya
it is another
asem.
round, just one off the back of the barriers dropping. Kill going their way. G2 are the masters of this style of play.
Yeah, they're extremely good at it. Again, Paperrex are the ones that try to increase tempo. G2 are the ones punishing. And that has been this map so far.
Yeah.
I think you could model the whole match by how much G2 are able to punish. At the start on Lotus,
Tahu nih.
G2 had to increase
Defending
tempo.
map
They had
masalahnya.
to play as fast as Paperrex in order to just keep up. Then Corrode, they start to slow the game down a little bit more, and they get
Kenapa?
rewarded for it. And here they're slowing the game down massively, and it looks like Paperrex
Ya
is
naik
really
turun,
struggling.
ini map jeleknya dia masalahnya.
The maps
Makanya
themselves
map
are
terakhirnya
just
map
getting
jeleknya dia,
slower as we
gua
go through the series. And it's favoring
Taktik
G2
dulu.
more and more. This round, Forsaken and Jig looking to try to set up a double swing off the back of space that in theory the slow should have controlled for them. But Leaf has egoed it. And Jorg has as well, just tucking in onto that.
Ya
angle to punish Jig.
ampun.
Great shots hit by both of them as well to credit the G2 players, but they're anticipating that refight from Paperrex.
Aigo,
Getting
asal
onto
dua
good
ini.
lines early. It's all about that.
Wah ini susah nih bro, ntar takernya bro ada dua, ada chamber sama ini guys.
Before your opponents.
Something still with that operator. Jutting smoke down, it's going to be layered down by G2. Something tries to take a timing as well. Instinct perhaps, but he could be lucky here. Thorns at your feet.
Nggak dimajuin, maju lu Jogemo.
Ya dipancing doang.
Paperrex. Normally they've been playing B quite passively. Now they're trying to fight it. And
Aduh
leaving
nggak rotate bro.
Forsaken, who's been a nightmare to get past, even on Corrode, both maps. It's been
Rotate
so
pa.
tough.
Due diligence is there for G2 always. Unbroken nice and early. Forsaken with a deeper smoke. He's not got another one for 15 seconds.
But he knows that G2 are not going to be scaling quickly.
Oh, the wall.
His comp does not take space super fast.
Hunter's Fury potentially there.
Nice. Oh ini kehot lama banget nih sumpah.
Set the pace of this one. Is there any clearance into Wine?
They're not thinking about it.
Forsaken, he's here. Drifted into the spot. His gun's going to be coming back any moment now, and that's the time to strike. It's Nye. He's going to jump on the chance to pounce. Potentially do some damage to help his team out.
Woo!
The flag from Paperrex.
Jason again.
Val's going to try and do
Ah, segitu dong.
But what a play to make. That
Nggak dicek
slightest
bro.
gap in discipline.
And what an adjustment as well from Paperrex to play B
I want
aggro
you
and
to
then have
know
Forsaken.
that I'm
Probably
never
your best player on the
leaving.
defense side.
Ini kalau gue biasanya kalau di sana.
Just leave him all the responsibility in terms of creating a tangled web on A to deal with. G2 want to take that time in for the exec.
Let's
They
go.
really did have no awareness that he might
Jason kayak lagi sakit ya, matanya merah. Lu Del.
think the Forsaken's going to do.
Matanya merah si Jason.
They've actually been very good at
tidur,
staying
tidur.
aware of those kind of plays over the course of the match. Not quite feeling
I
it.
want you to know.
Same defensive setup again here for Paperrex. It worked once, why not try it again?
Cihuy, apa tuh?
So he's going to be
Anjir.
quick to punish
Nggak
as
enak bro.
well.
Passive on both edges of the map,
Kenapa
but
off?
taking
Ada
space in
acara,
middle,
ada
G2.
Ya. Tinggalan dia. Overpick bisa nih. Lihat nih, overpick nih.
Disrupts this to a degree. Paperrex holding a bit further back. The drone save for just this occasion, so it's going to be used to try and get a bit of that mid-round information, but it's broken by Jorg.
If the drone
Udah
hadn't
sabar
been
aja,
broken,
udah,
I think
Fai.
Devi would have gone for a little peek there.
Something still
Amin.
holding his nerve.
Dulu Jonah. Maju lu Jonah.
The ground down towards B.
Aduh, 4 main lagi lawan.
Sharp shooting, I think, as well. See which player can put them into the dust soon enough. That is a shot, and what is that? Through the wall, lucky to be alive.
Ya kan nge-whiff kan.
It's not quite there. Had that one entirely covered on that one angle, and something now feeling the heat, that pressure. Res up in through mid. Pace has been turned up to a degree. Paperrex looking to control this one back down again.
And that's a huge ultimate that they just brought back into play. G2 going to have to slow things down here, otherwise they're running in with pistols.
20 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough here.
No time at all. I mean, it's a deep TP by Valen, but he's into wine. He's looking to get punished.
Nice on!
Holding it down. Wall's going to be going down momentarily, especially when they're knocking at the door and trying to break it down themselves. Leave! All sorts of damage being done, but it's A, that's the problem. Forsaken needs to be dealt with, and this guy is a nuisance. He's in the goddamn walls.
Aduh!
How they won this round?
Apain sih 2 orang bro? Lihat bro.
All the way down to the wire.
He's picking up both of those kills with the tour de force through mid. So despite Forsaken's best efforts, he's just receiving no reinforcements. They cut off that supply line so
nge-throwing
well.
tadi Itu udah menang itu Lihat 2 orang mati sama sniper itu Apa coba?
That B split had no hope of success. And to be honest, I thought the scramble over towards A had minimal chances too.
Forsaken definitely could have been playing spoiler towards it.
Forsaken instantly caught Valen, and then knows that the others have to be coming through a Sage wall. He's set up for one of his incredible solo rounds again.
Yeah.
But this time just not quite able to make it work.
And making Leaf go hunt. He's the one with just the stinger. Because anything picks up a rifle anyway.
I did say that Leaf might just dominate this game on the attack side.
It feels like over in mid.
Yeah, he's taking over the game. I feel like he is controlling everything right now. He's on every angle.
5.
And they can't get
Ngapain 3 orang di situ bro? Lihat bro. Apa coba ya?
After the second kill. Good luck trying to take a fight against him.
I do think that macro-wise, Paperrex had, again, a nice read there. But they just couldn't get it done, couldn't get past Leaf in the final moments to go and help Forsaken. They're still going to have a bye, but this, their last one, if they lose this down to an eco, and G2 with already 5 on the attack, it's starting to look really bad for Paperrex. The winners of Masters Toronto might be cast to the lower bracket.
Ooh, nice!
Pit to be dropped down into, but somebody's going to be trying to pull his own weight. Quick kill there onto Trent.
Yogurt.
Operator revealed as well.
Duh, Jason harus dapat 1 nih. Ya elah, timingnya dari tadi dah.
Creeping all the way up to the line. Divide trying to really see if he can put the hurt onto them again, but that is an instant trade once more. G2, you're playing into their wheelhouse, but this is a round that Paperrex, they don't want to give up. This dimensional drift is going to be used.
Ya nggak ditembak bro, lihat bro. Apa sih, sumpah lo, aneh banget.
He's everywhere.
He can do no wrong.
And he's dominating so far, round after round. Paperrex on the shoulders of something, and Jing creeping away past here, looking for any sort of sightlines, and they got the wall off into CT. Attempt to try and break it.
Ya lihat, masih kalah juga bro.
It's a 4K for
Ya Allah.
And something is scurrying away to try and deny that ace.
They tried to trap him in hell. Tried to deal with the others.
He broke his way out.
Batman masih kill 0 bro.
Slammed a bullet.
Susah sih nih.
Captor.
Map defender depan dapat 3 guys.
We're going to be denied the ace here, but Leaf has essentially done it again.
Gua nggak tahu apa milih mapnya begini guys.
It's utterly ridiculous. But I think
KERETA dibuka, Esen dibuka.
because they are finding these little gaps around the place. Paperrex left A main completely open. This time Forsaken decided to focus on Cap. But in a 4v5, Forsaken starts to be worried about A main, throws a smoke, and G2 find a timing. Leaf leaves a trip, and a player gets slowed down, so he gets a kill off the back of it.
Yeah.
14 kills across 9 rounds.
Udah mulai. Wah.
Now the anger's starting to come out. Now the frustration starts to build.
Yeah, I mean he is. 14 and 5 for Leaf right now. 14 and 5. We've only played 10 rounds of Ascent so far. He's on the attack side as Chamber.
Yeah,
9 rounds, I should say. We're on the 10th now.
Batman yang benar,
He's
Batman.
averaging 1.5 kills every single round.
Susanto mouse dulu guys, mana Susanto mouse
No, but he's up there though. He's getting there.
No, in terms of individual performances, he's been lighting the world on fire today. And I think you could say he's slowly even been getting better from map to map to map.
Yeah. I mean, this map, he looks
Attack apa defense? Attack, cuman kalau mapnya begini map defense sih susah. Tambah lagi G2 2 sentinel bro. Defense-nya kuat pasti G2. Ini harus dapat 4 atau 5 minimal. 5 sih. Kalau nggak susah.
What's got it done in the past, especially those first 2 maps. Big heroics from Paperrex. They need a step up now. Bit of a weaker buy here for Paperrex, so willing to take more risks with it. And hello, I've seen this one before. Missed one way, play inside with the Bucky.
Yeah, they normally have a flash and a recon through it though as well. Yeah. They do like to run that one aggro. Something's holding really close to this with an operator on the other side.
This angle, not ideal as well, especially when players are lying in where you can't hit the adjustment. And the punish is there. For the first time for it, they're just trying to beat these players down with the bullets. They're doing the job anyway. Blind as anything. And it's just a game of just hunting down the minimap. Dissecting the map, it's what G2 do best. Especially with this double sentinel comp, you are right in the wheelhouse. It's going to take timings like this, little plays to be made. Individuality can only do so much against this war machine that is G2.
They are completely in control right now. They're contacting all the way up to the danger areas. They're recognizing exactly where the danger is. And then that protocol to tuck a leaf behind the box so that you double swing catwalk as soon as the smoke drops is really nice. Great control. But they literally just walk down mid there. And
defense-nya jelek banget bro, sumpah.
Going to be fighting it.
I need one! I need one!
Trent is currently 1 of 4. Not that it matters when you're winning, but yeah.
Like you were saying earlier, I just don't get the freebies.
Full leaf.
Yeah, it's tough to get kills when one guy's hoovering them all up on the other side of the map.
Yeah, in his own words, playing with Thanos, so.
Yeah.
Tricky spot. Paperrex here with a buy, though. They've invested fully into this one. They have ults on top of it. One away from Patman's ult of the Hunter's Fury.
They need heroics to stop themselves from going down into the lower bracket. We're only in round 11, and I'm already thinking that they're in desperate territory.
Yeah.
Flash, recon.
Yeah, dive on top of it. That's going to be a big reveal onto multiple players looking to try and take the fight forwards. But again, the comp doesn't really suit it. You can't jump on the chance. Fades away.
And now you've been baited into forward positions.
Double bait and switch here. That's good damage done though. Forsaken is going to be spamming. Roar into it. A dimensional drift to try and clear most of that corner out. Jing is forward again. Trying to take that.
Ya elah, Jing nggak dapat kah Jing? Nice one.
Forsaken's still going to be the one to put the bullet to the dome. Finally a player advantage.
And something fast on the flank. You can play retake in this spot, but Trent's already the playmaker.
Trent trying to slip the net. There's one! Oh my god! Straight
nice.
Out. The bullets on either side. Forsaken finds it. Oh, cancelled out. Goes out here. Forsaken trying to sow chaos again once more, but something onto the flank again could just be a nail in the coffin they needed for a round like this. Juggernaut not anticipating it whatsoever. And it's all down to Valen. It's a 1v3. Positions here is playing way out into the open, but the bait and switch.
Gila si Batman bro, kayak kill bro.
What they needed.
Yeah, fast push on the opposite side of the map. Even losing the steel garden in the midst of all of that didn't end up being a massive difference maker. Crazy scenario over there. Trent trying his best to try to make the play. Paperrex need every round they can though. Got to clean up this one as well. Get it to a 7-5 half and you might have a hope. Alex.
Aslam guys.
Alex. Aslam deh.
Anxious, stressed.
Yeah.
Kalau kata Lacet ini adalah apa si Alex sama coach baru kayak orang baru pacar gitu, malu-malu. Iya kayak tosnya itu kayak berasa banget kayak awkward gitu aja.
Of the op battle over here towards B main. What util does each team use?
Wow, it just comes down to it.
Aduh, nah gitu dong.
That's a crazy repeat from something. Trying to be on the angle earlier, but it doesn't matter.
Might take him forwards, and sometimes that's what's needed. A bit of disrespect. Real big answer back here for Paperrex to find it. Deep jutting smoke on the attack side here for G2. Feels like they could be pushing past it. Disrupts the crossfire setup that they had going on. Paperrex might find themselves in a bit of a tricky spot here. Hunter's Fury trying to pave a way forwards again. That TP is going to be cut into the corner, dodging, juking, maybe even in the midst of all of that. Yes,
Ya Allah.
those kills. Claimed it goes on either side. Patman finally lets loose of one of his own. It's a 3v3 that are going to be playing themselves into.
Tapi nggak dapat side-nya udah.
Flash available for Jorgamo.
Ah.
Taken as well. This flash recon combo should be quite nice, but Paperrex forced to use it early.
Paranoia sidestepped, but no one really anticipating. It's a smoked off position. Forsaken gives away his life. With the slow field drop down at your feet. Your options even more limited. Revealed over and over and over again. Damage through the walls. Led to death.
Bisa susah. Pospol ya. Kena.
Might have that heal in the back pocket. But it's a chokehold setup currently going on. It's going to take just raw individualism. Heroics from either side. It's all G2 though. A red feed that's filled up in their name. 8-4 is the half. An attack side that you can be proud of if you're G2.
Excellent game plan. Really nice calling from Valin. Putting Leaf in a position to win. And my God, did he deliver. 17-7 to end. Every shot felt like it landed with the operator. Such a beast of a player. And that's with Paperrex winning pistol.
Ya udah nggak fokus Patman cono.
They need insane heroics to come back into this one. And an attack side that goes bonkers.
Absolutely. For now, though, we're going to set it down to the floor. Lou is standing by with some very special guests.
And the G2 boys also have their fans here in Paris. Je suis rejointe par deux fans G2, no good name. And Cedric, first of all, the jerseys suit you very well, boys. The first question I wanted to ask you is, we've seen the boys putting up quite a show, right, on stage, waving, celebrating, flaming a little bit. So I wanted to know how you enjoy this as a fan. Donc on les voit un petit peu, les joueurs de G2 se lever, trash, célébrer, tout ça. Comment est-ce que ça rend l'expérience de fan encore meilleure pour toi?
Alors, tout simplement, c'est G2, c'est la mentalité de G2. Et il ne faut pas oublier que G2 est dans son âge d'or, in the golden era.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid answer. Indeed, it's G2, it's the G2 mentality, so I think we shouldn't act surprised, and I agree with you on that. And Cedric, we love the fan storyline, you know, and I think you have one with a player. So who's your favorite player in G2, and for how long have you been rooting for them?
Well, my favorite player is Keren. I've been a fan for 6-7 years, ever since the guard, and he's my favorite player. I just love the way he plays and just how he acts on stage, his calmness.
Coleman cold, right?
Yeah, exactly. In G2, we are in our golden era, and Busio, you're a rat.
And Bustio, tu es un rat, on est dans notre ère golden, dans notre âge d'or, effectivement. Et Keren, c'est mon joueur préféré, je le suis depuis l'époque de Gua.
Yung tiga ente bang. Ngasih ada kesempatan, tapi ya udah. Ya sudah.
And we're looking at purely that uphill battle. The Paperrex stray shots being sent to the Fnatic camp. Wasn't expecting that. That's insane work from them, but we really have to iterate how much of a dire situation is.
Udah Patman cuman anjir lihat tuh lift 1-4 lah, 2 cok.
When you're going into the double sentinel, it's really going to test them on every single level and see how far this team has evolved this year. And they're a squad that have high aspirations. They do not want to be getting sent into the lower bracket at this point. It is a bloodbath. It's a piranha pit.
Berat banget kalau lower sih gue nggak masalah berat ya, tapi lebih tepatnya kena mental ini game ini. Kalau kalah.
No, I completely agree. You've got to stop Leaf from doing this again on the defense side. You look at the Coinbase econ report, he's just pumping out damage to everybody.
Guys.
Number big, and
bisa run dulu.
Prioritizing getting an op in his hands on the defense side as well. Early on, he's the player they're going to have to get through, but Paperrex need double pistol here to have a hope on Ascent.
Goes without saying. Round 13 then, vitally important. Hasn't been the case all series long, really. We've seen a lot of drifties and ecos straight back at you. Jorgen's going to be catching a lot of contact there, a lot of heat being sent his way through mid. Paperrex looking to really reinforce this one up, and that's a fight to be taken. Leaf though will respect it almost immediately. Trademark going to be broken, a lot of damage there. Shot just off the side of it, and through the wall, Leaf is finding it. Door was closed off into their faces here, barely a pixel to work with, but Paperrex is still looking to overwhelm. Reinforcements though in through the back, and this is a weird timing to be taken. You've warded off your only avenue over towards A. Trying to make your way over towards B, Divide. Trying to put the squeeze down onto them. They could go in either direction if they're going to go back into Jonah P.
Kena ada sama Jonah P.
Here with a frenzy.
Check please,
They
check.
don't click this. So much damage being done to all of them right now. That frenzy's barely out of there. 5 bullets left and trying to do the job, but this guy can't be stopped.
Hey, kenapa sih? Nice fight.
An avenue, an angle. Divido might have just done it, and he's brought it into that 1v1. Enough damage done in the process. Patman versus Trent. Sova versus Sova. 30 seconds left, and they know the rough positions.
30 seconds left.
Both are damaged, weak as anything, but Patman walking right into it. And he's got them that round they needed. A pistol round earned potentially a chance.
That is such a huge
Yes,
round
bener
there for Patman to win. He's had a rough game so far on Ascent. He was 0-7 at some point, I think. Barely able to pick up a kill by the end of the half, but wins a critically important 1v1 against his direct opposition on the other side.
Bisa guys.
His team a lifeline.
Batman kill 3, trennya kill 4 ya.
Tapi Jing kill 4, lihat JJ, lihat tuh.
G2 look to try to take a fight again.
Seorang Jing kill 4, bro.
Paperrex are going to be fighting over there. Vice Flash tells them that someone's in that location, but it's Divine and he's already left. So a bit of a gap to be exploited down through mid. The worst thing in the world would be another one of these thrifties that we've seen so many of if Paperrex want to come back into this.
Slam shot into their face. Leaf is very forward onto the angle. Committing headhunter bullets to that. The damage as well, trying to get it going through the wall, but something is lying in wait to strike.
Apa sih?
Flashing a peek of his own. Risky business here from G2, and they're looking to really make it hard. Put the squeeze onto Paperrex despite the weaponry advantage.
Here comes the Sage Wall. Opportunities to punish Leaf here.
Double swing through. Catching onto it now, and Jing's right up on top. Sharp shooting again, but even better, Jonah P's side of things. Weak as anything though in this spot. Cameron hiding right behind Dice. Something now looking to reinsert himself back into the conversation. And a lot of damage done indeed. Still, Tori's there. Team got his
Nice backup.
Weapons at the end of the day.
Itu loh,
Bounds in a sticky spot here still. Kill onto something. Call it a successful eco for Paperrex. They're going to keep everyone
Nice one.
do the best job towards it with 3 of them surviving.
I like the ideas here that have been shown by Paperrex. Yes, that's a full anti-eco round, but inserting somebody deep into market, going back over towards B main, breaking the door so your market player can actually have impact, and then doing your B exec, where you have the Sage Wall up. These are the kind of things that they'll be also needing to work in on their rifle rounds. The big problem is, I have not seen this Sage comp put together a good A exec. Doesn't matter if Paperrex or it's Fnatic who are running it. I think G2 only really have to be afraid of mid and B.
It's being reinforced. Leaf is in position. Scared about the potential of a peek. Outlaw in his hands. A lot of full armors though across the board. There's respect being shown here by Paperrex. And it will force a hand of Leaf. He has to be incredibly precise if he wants to get value out of it. There's the one person with half armor.
The only one person with half armor, and it's Jing who gets caught.
Unfortunate.
Berak sih Jing nih, mati mulu. Nice.
Seeing that util, that is a hell of a peek by something, and rapid shooting it is really at his best.
Udah mati sama Trent ini.
Taken out of the equation now. Drone up and over, looking for some mid-round information. Divine's going to be tagged up, but still stands his ground, holds it down.
Trent maybe asked a huge amount of in this round. He had a big round where he was defending the B site on Corrode.
It's fake pressure by Patman.
But I don't think that they should fall for this. Jorg has full A main info. The thing is, they're so far away.
Nice. Nice banget kalau ke base nice banget ya.
That's why I'm saying massive pressure on Trent here.
Leave it up for mid.
Ya Allah, Batman nggak ada yang nembak sama sekali tuh, bro.
Whatever you want, at the end of the day, it's all down to Trent right now into this spot, and he's still dodging, weaving, ducking away from all of this eye and a fight taking
Nice.
Paperrex, ensuring that they hold on. They keep their eyes onto the smokes with those guns well trained. Divert themselves into a 2v2 from this spot.
Devi's going to hear Jorg coming up. Maybe not. He just cut noise.
Sure, he cut noise from it, and the barrel's going to be poking out before. No, not quite. It's all about the timing here. Devi trying to cut it up into the corner. Immaculate stuff from Jorg. Piece by piece. Taking bite-sized chunks out of the site, making sure that they can clear most of the way. It's up to Forsaken. He's been a menace. He had a hot hand earlier. We'll see if he can keep it going now into this 1v2. Currently 16 and 8. The players dropping down and giving him that perfect timing. Snapping to it. 1v1. Yes! He's on it. The IGL does it again.
Gila, Cok. High IQ play, Ledil.
He is unstoppable, man. When you get him in these spots, he just makes
Iya, guys. Mau Susanto pakai nih, guys.
Another Red Bull clutch for Forsaken in a 1v2. And it's his push forwards to wrap around Dice here.
Untuk nge-wave Cok jauh game mau lihat.
Passes the jump down, finds himself in a lone fight.
There was one way that Paperrex were coming back into this game, and it was by winning a critical 1v1 clutch on the pistol, and then a bonus round from Forsaken.
Forsaken! Yes, son!
They are doing it.
I want you to know.
The stress now over on the other side of the camp, because G2 can feel that they're losing control of this game. It should have been a sometimes easy one.
I want you to know gitu.
Pistol.
Ya. Kalau dia clutch.
You're about to go into double
Oke.
senti defense.
Betul lagunya dia.
Should have been over, but
Lalu lihat TikTok
Paperrex
yang baru.
Belum lihat lagi.
can't count this team out. Individual abilities. I mean, Forsaken has really been the counterweight to Leaf.
He has, yeah.
Top of the scoreboard, currently at 18 and 8. He's winning clutches consistently throughout.
And Leaf's been on this punish game.
Dia ikor, saya 8 sama.
Down somebody else. Whereas Forsaken's been the playmaker. He's been running around there finding the most outrageous timings and utilizing his creativity more than anything else. They're incredible to watch, the people that you got in the server today. It is a beautiful way to open playoff series challenge. But one of these teams is going to have to try to make an outrageous lower bracket run.
Ryodjaja.
Never really want to be in that spot whatsoever.
I mean, there have been almost no teams that have made
Let's go,
a huge lower bracket run like that.
It takes insane resilience.
I mean, I think back to FPX at Copenhagen. Only team that's gone on something like one of these squads would have to.
Right.
Oke, tenang. Relax.
Kayak kurang relax gitu loh.
Shotgun lawannya. Dapat info 1 mid. Nah, ini penjahat semua nih, penjahat nih. Hampir palanya hilang tuh si JJ.
Almost every round is ending B. If you're on an eco and you can afford to take more risks, you just stack B. And they've got 3 bodies on it at the moment. I'd be tempted to get another in this direction.
Darts to try and pave the way. Drone needs to be broken. It does clear Jonah B up into that spot. Smoke as well.
Nice.
Lihat guys ya, wall hack,
escaping the eye of Jing.
Aduh, apa sih Jing? Throwing, babi.
Now, quick pivot all the way over towards A. It's a deep TP into Wine Forsaken. Has to be sure that this is clear most of the way, and the spike still has to cross this angle. Leave.
Dan si Batman juga, aduh nembak apa dari itu harusnya?
Jogma going for a repeat of his own, but it's all been contained here by Divide. Valeno has dropped this one, the spike down into Cat.
That's just off sound cues.
He's got to know the rough position. There's only 13 seconds left. This is it. Forsaken's got to get a bit of a move on. He's got to watch this the entire time.
Nice.
He does punish. Time earns. Carves up the path to success. It was the only way he could win this.
Nice, sir. I want you to know. Harus lagu itu ya. I want you to know that I'll never leave you.
Lihat yang tengah paling
every other moment, it's their captain. Steering the ship
Aduh,
stormy
anjir.
waters. Oh, he did just catch.
Apa hoki banget tuh sumpah dia.
Nangis, ridiculous in that coaching booth.
Tiba-tiba Jason top rank guys, lihat guys.
4 in a row now for
Iya kan,
Paperrex, but G2 are on the favored side, remember.
The power ya guys.
Ada
nggak sih koreo dulu nggak sih? I want you to know-nya biar relate.
Tak gue cari sendiri aja, gue cari sendiri aja. I want you to.
I mean, it only went A in the previous round because there was
Susah lawannya Leaf guys, dia bisa nembak 1 peluru terus cabut dia.
Kecil bawel banget.
Paperrex still looking like they want to pressure B over and over and over again. Now they've got the res here, so Jing shouldn't be as aggressive as he was in previous rounds. Let other people lead and take those early duels.
That one with a drone. Backing out, Leaf doesn't take his TP, so he's still got the rendezvous for a rainy day, which is Seal Garden's coming through anyway. Weaponry now, going to have to be fully reliant on a headhunter, but I don't think Leaf's got any bullets to really to his name, just trying to tuck
Oh, bolong nggak tuh?
sure that he's not
Boleh.
cleared out from this spot here while something looks to try and get the clearance down. Leaf, he's answered straight back. The weapon's into his hands and he's running through TP'd into the side, man. Eventually cleared up.
Tiga lawan tiga,
Still
please.
guarding both ways. Weapons taken away. A res in sight. Shorty does the job. Close quarters. Where the action lies. Weapons to swing back out here. Paperrex have found themselves a way back in. But Jorgamo looking to see if he can answer. Knocking at the door, him and Jonah P. But Jonah P no more.
Nasser! Let's go!
And a lead taken by Paperrex.
I really like this BXX where Jing doesn't wall up on the box, but instead goes and walls off market or something like that to stop the defense.
Buset, si Leaf nih darah sekaratnya masih nge-kill it, guys.
Leaf picking up two, but he's got no escape mechanism there. I mean, they'd really have to not know what was going on to get caught by that. But then Jing also playing for the res in that spot towards the end.
Tapi nge-Jing, jadi Jing ini mulu, nge-spray mulu.
It's a big round. Paperrex take the lead and knock G2's economy down.
Aduh, ulti cok, Leaf cok.
Answers fast.
Nama.
Insane work by Paperrex.
Berisiknya.
Right, Josh, G2, they need answers. It's supposed to be their favorite side, but pistol round, bonus conversion, round after round is being put together.
Nice, ulti.
Relentless as the opposition.
Whereas G2, Valen
Valent
slipped back in.
He's trying to find that. It's been cleared anyway. It's going to be spam surely here. There's Anchor Smokes the plan. Try and work his way around.
Nice.
Precise and sharp.
Jing.
Jorgamo trying to play
Nice.
What is that? Reactions by Jing.
I want you to know.
Tour de Force trailing back into the fight. Any advantage. 5 alive.
Gila nge-flick gitu, bro.
At your feet.
Tapi lobat ya.
Cut out of every possible spot.
They've got the money, they might as well go for it.
No way.
Aduh, apain dah? Gerakan tambahan tuh Jason tuh.
And he had angle to be
Nice.
found. He's almost collected that onto Jing. Clearance on top of the wall.
Nah, Jing panas. Nah, itu dia. Itu dia.
Round. 2 rounds now being the difference and Paperrex leading.
I want you
running
to
away with
know.
I'm never leaving, cause I'm Mr. Snow.
Buset itu.
After a 4-8 half on your defense side. It's so different the way that both teams are approaching the attack side too. G2 was slow control, trying to post up on angles and punish. Paperrex are just running execs. First 30 seconds, after doing a little bit of defaulting maybe, they go for a pop. And usually it's been on B. That was the first time where they've actually planned to end A at the start of the round. And now, maybe faking it out at the beginning again. But I don't think they're going to end with rifles on A pretty much ever.
Ya nonton Jadon langsung di Paris. Udah sering
No, I
gue
think they
nonton
only
Paris
did
ya.
it that previous because they knew it was an eco for G2.
Lu bukannya OTW sana, Del?
Tahun 29 gue. Aduh, ini nonton Tiwan gak sih?
Berarti cuma ini doang dong, cuman apa sih pas ini doang, grand final doang ya?
Top 4 ya berarti ya?
Iya top 4 bener. Lower final, upper final, lower final sama ini ya? Enggak ya? Nice on.
Not in a position to try and withstand that pressure. Paperrex are really applying it now. Evenly
Duh,
across the
B-nya udah ada
board.
3 orang lagi, bro.
Now what is the defense again? They've got those thorns to try and delay and slow this one down. A tag with the drone potential there for a fight to be taken, especially as that smoke dissipates. Thorns at your feet. Spam into the corner. I think they know that Jing's in that spot and that position. And Leaf.
Nggak ada yang... Hah? Nggak ada yang aware? What the hell?
Spike drop down in the middle of nowhere.
Wah, parah banget sih awareness-nya.
Let the spike be retrieved. Let it be picked back up. There's 15 seconds left and you haven't cleared these side players. Jonah P, the anchor. And a thorn in their side. The flash and a peek.
Nice.
Been denied. Deleted here. The planter's going down fast and loose from G2. Trying to take the fight now. Trying to take
Aduh, apa sih? Getar banget dah. Kenapa getar banget sih lu, Pep?
Did it take everything?
Wah.
Leaf again with a really important double kill. Takes the opportunity.
Itu si Leaf bisa lolos begitu loh, nggak ada yang aware. Aneh banget sumpah di midnya.
Allen and Trent are throwing util at people. But there are some real wobbles going on here. There's never a world where your gate crash should be there.
Kayak nggak ada yang aware, liat mid, guys. Aneh banget sumpah.
Mistakes earlier on in the round even as well. Towards the end. Maybe some mental issues creeping in here for G2, but they win the round anyway. Both teams with an
Dia tuh minta
operator
ditolongin,
divide.
sumpah.
Aduh, OP lawan OP bro, aduh.
Post this one up towards
Cuma
the
satu orang doang yang main guys, Lift doang, Lift yang mati menang guys. Hello.
Other economies shot. Bulldog as well coming out from
Valinnya lagi nggak senyala kemarin, najis kemarin Valinnya.
Up here, Forsaken. The angle he wanted.
Device actually holding his operator in B main, expecting Jorg to go for a push. Maybe Jorg would if he had a rifle, but he's got a judge, so I mean he's never peeking this.
He's just holding.
And if you go back into B, which Paperrex 90% of the time are going to go back into B, Jorg will be there. The question is just how he uses his gate crashes, and this second one is actually used quite early on. I was wondering if he might be a bit more conservative with them.
Even the mid, that's a footstep heard. Trent aware that something, trying to take a timing against him. Slow and steady is the game plan.
They're leaving.
Kalau ke A ada Lift lagi bro, lihat nih.
A finish here perhaps.
Tapi ada mid sih, ketiban harusnya.
Forsaken's got good control over towards A main. One trip and pressure on Leaf with the off.
They're going into him now. See what he can get done here. Potential damage to be dished out to Paranoid to try and slow them once more. Well, in your face there, as blind as anything.
Yeah.
He just spots it. Jump spot of something was a little bit too out into the open. There's enough of an angle that they can jump on it, but a res immediately to try and undo the damage. Something back into the fight. 5 players trying to look and make their mark.
Nice on.
Just a judge in the hand, Jorgo. You can only do so much. Players are drifting into this
Kerennya
fight.
udah nggak salah. Kerennya main
Dash,
bikin
not put
kalah
together
lagi.
whatsoever here from G2. Door needs to be broken. An avenue and a sight line, and Leaf does deliver. Death blow after death blow, but Pac-Man looking to answer straight back, and damage done to Valen. Weak as anything. Handed it back to Forsaken with a deeper team.
Nah,
Will clean them up. These players, weak as anything. It's going to come down to the tiniest of details. Who can hit the first shot? And that is a risky one. Jump spawning around, jumping down into the fight. Pac-Man left into the 1v1. Down in his face.
Wah, nggak beres ini.
Damage done in the right click.
Aduh, apaan sih?
And he's got the time on the defuse. He gets revenge for that pistol round clutch. Pac-Man did everything he could.
Oh my God.
But Trent delivers to tie things up at 10-10. That round was madness. Absolute madness. Leaf gets 2 huge ones. Jonah P also, by the way, picking up Forsaken in spawn like he did on Keren. Forsaken constantly trying to inject chaos into rounds like that. I was worried because G2 didn't have a follow-up for Jorgomo's ult.
Lu sama cowok dengan mimpin nggak bisa, mimpin jauh dikit ya bro.
Economy actually in a horrible spot for both teams.
Nggak ada duit lagi bro.
We head into round 21.
No. There's no scrim that can prepare you for this. Adjustments on adjustments.
Scanning ahead. What an incredible pleasure that every map has been on a knife's edge as well.
Yeah, it's rare that you see that in Valorant these days.
It is.
Often ends up being more one-sided, but these two teams even.
Leaf is opping here without a smoke in his face.
Wait.
Getting a lot of pressure now, though. That drone will be clearing it. Breaks it, will commit to it. As soon as he sees the bodies and the signs of life, just backing himself out and away.
Smoked off now as Paperrex look like they're going for an A split.
Choking them out here. There's a Hunter's Fury to see if they can set this one up. But a Thorns as well is going to be delayed. No one can really push forwards and past that. It's a wasted ult at the end. Only a bit of damage onto Jorg. And bodies are reinforcing. G2 have the entirety of the team. The army has arrived to try and put a stop to most of this. But a dart late.
Ya Allah!
Leaf still getting active. He's forwards again into his approach, trying to bait out shots.
Hey,
He
tolong!
can't be stopped. This is ridiculous from him. One-man army himself. Big reveal, but coverage in sight. Forsaken. Eager to put the bullets straight back into that body here, but a reveal onto it. These shots are coming thick and fast. Pac-Man barely able to survive.
Ah elah, Cok.
Bullets left. He's going to try and find these shots individually, but it's all Jonah P.
Satu orang aja mati-mati loh, lihat.
The ones up to 11, the ones leading by 1.
Ya udah nggak ada duit lagi, Cok. Ah, berak lah. Throwing anjir 3 round.
He's got 29 kills here across 21 rounds.
For a 30 bomb.
Yeah, and this year, there's a decent argument that he's been the best player of 2025. He was competing early on in the year with players like Trent, competing late in the year with people like Forsaken. He's directly going toe-to-toe with 2 of his competitors right now for best player in the world. And he's the most impactful player on the server. And Leaf still has the op. That round was a big eco swing. And Paperrex are taking a half buy.
Yeah.
Almost allowing G2 to get up to match point. hoping that they can draw things into OT or pull out a thrifty from nowhere. These A finishes have not been working. But they keep doing them in the last few rounds.
Subvert the expectations, perhaps, but seeing how to gear up towards this one. Two sheriffs, Bulldog and a Vandal. It's the only thing they're working with. Double up with the smokes as well, denying that heaven angle just in case the operator was there, but leave the reposition. Misses his shot.
Nice on!
Doesn't take the time to TP away. It's Forsaken with the punish. He was to play with a rifle. It's going to be the case. And the sheriffs, wow! Paperrex know how to make them work. Two players down here for G2 and an open sight now and an open plan. Paperrex. A lot of damage being taken into the process. We're going to try and win this one with overwhelming firepower. Sightlines are being cut away. Spam into the floorboards. Trent to remove Patman. Now he's looking for a little bit more. Big flash though and an even better swing. Forsaken is putting matters into his own hands as the IGL. Straight shots and straight bullets. He's barely alive, but he's still getting it done. 3 for him. And time has been bought for his team to survive into this one, to play it on.
No, Dawson!
Play by Forsaken. Put it all on his shoulders and he will withstand it.
Mr. Snow.
Jadi menangnya tapi menang ini guys, apa sih? Menang One Army doang lah tuh. Bahaya cok kalau begini. Ya kan liftnya mati menang kan? Nggak percaya. Sisanya ade-adean Del itu. Iya nyala cuma lift doang, liftnya dikasih hidup. Aduh.
Nonton yang kemarin lawan T1?
Yang di T1 gue nggak nonton lagi. Itu kencang semua.
Nyalanya ganti-gantian gitu loh, ini kan bener-bener sampai akhir.
Iya lift doang. Nggak ada yang berani lawan lah.
Fully being showcased. Deep TP into the bottom section of mid. We'll have to TP back here. Paperrex now. Looking like they want to speed up into this perhaps.
Ini mereka Iko ya.
Down to try and set this one up. Something. It's going to be that blade from the side. These are anchor players on G2.
Jonah has ult.
All triggered. Flash forwards and his shot.
Duh apa sih?
Through that smoke. Jorgamo. He's got down. Still these angles. Needs to be watched for. Do not to respect that one. And inside that smoke and straight bullets being fired forward. Jordy with a double dash there. A double right click. Jonah P. So want to put him down anyway. Plant going down now for Patman. Chips in the night. These players have rotated around, but they need to clear up something from this spot. G2, they need a chance. And it solely rests on making sure that they can get rid of something. Ripping the ult. They think it's winnable. Dimensional drift. He's going to be getting the hell out of there. Something looking to rejoin the rest of his team. He's body blocking. Just being that nuisance player. And trying to get a run on, trying to get a bit of a move on. Balance forwards as well. Now barely any bullets to work with.
Nice, sir! Let's go, one more.
Satu lagi, please.
The 12th round is theirs. One more step.
Satu lagi.
For match point.
What a recovery. You can't praise him enough. I don't have enough superlatives in my vocabulary to handle this one. Yes, they've won the double pistol, but man coming back from an 8-4 down half.
Satu aja.
Mereka ada ulti nggak sih banyak? Aduh.
Every single attacker are basically back. And now we are 12 to 11.
Mereka ulti 2, kita ulti 2 juga. Jing nggak bisa revive. Jing yang mati. Sumpah Jing awas mati duluan, gue ketok palanya anjing.
I think last time he misclicked.
Game of survival here for G2. They do not want to be dropped.
Lawannya lift bro, udah nggak sih bro? Drone dulu kalau mau. Nice.
Sees that flash, will take the TP this time, doesn't overstay it.
And now Divide can take away their guns.
Immediately Clone as well, just pops up the wall. They want to move into this one as a still guy on their own.
You have to Soverall this.
Soverall's going to be used though, that's an attempt at a punish. Could be some connections coming through.
Ya Allah, mati mula Pak ulti dah.
Trent trying to make the play towards
Nice.
it, that's a res to instantly undo most of that.
Nice, something.
Something inserted himself. Making a bit of a home, just trying to set up camp, and they are trying to remove him out with that U-turn.
Kok nggak ada yang datang ya temennya? Nice. Ya elah. 3 lawan 3.
Forsaken ulting, and now they're looking for him around spawn. They know though that the spike is going down over towards B. Valen checking B main.
Cancelled.
Full 3v3.
Gets the clearance onto this one. It comes down to it.
Oh, enak nih, flash enak. Aduh, flash down.
Paperrex want to square up towards it. They hear the footsteps. They see the shot.
Nice. Let's go.
And it's Paperrex who keep going.
God damn.
Paperrex
I never saw. Gila, gengs.
Iwan
Gua nggak
belajar,
yakin.
Iwan.
Gua nggak yakin di map itu, tapi menang, guys. Dikejar, bro.
Mana? Tengilnya.
Gila, bro.
Tengil lagi, tengil.
And they go within 2 rounds across all 3 maps.
Mana?
I think that was G2's to win there on Ascent.
Naik turun, bro. Gila, bro. Nah, tengil. Sini maju.
Gue kesel banget kok lihat si Jogeo tengil. Jadi kan dia tengil kan kok. Kayak.
Iya sih emang.
Tapi bagusan, ngeri ya?
Iya, kayak Mas Ade ya.
Kayak cocok perawakannya gitu loh. I want you to know. Buat pendukung nangis. Juara jangan nangis kalau makanya itu by friend terus.
Aduh, gila bro. Gue gak nyangka sih guys, gila tekernya kuat gitu bro.
GG cowok, Jiko tuh tapi kalau lagi
panas.
Lagi suwe, itu suwe banget guys.
Iya makanya.
Waktu kita menang Bangkok kan juga gara-gara Jito. Welcome Suki.
Gila tuh, coach baru guys.
Here we go. Kalau mau beli R33 kok.
Ayo, ntar gue ya kalau udah di kota. Ya.
Yuk langsung login.
Langsung, bentar.
Anjay, oke.
Oke, ntar gue closing dulu ya.
Oke kok, thank you.
Thank you. Gengs, thank you guys ya. Makasih guys, sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Kita pamit dulu guys, gila guys. Paperrex. Kita akan bertemu lagi di next match. Antara lawan DRX atau lawan Fnatic ya, oke? Thank you guys, sampai jumpa, see you and bye-bye.